Are we recording? Oh,
no.
Thank fucking God.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Peace, y'all. This is the Views from the 7 podcast.
Peace. What's up, niggas and bitches?
Jesus Christ. We've been extra aggressive lately, man. I had to bring a smooth groove in here. Shout out to Ivan.
Yeah.
Maxwell, is it?
Gallant, some shit.
I don't know how y'all be finding these people.
The internet?
He hard.
Okay. What's that baseline? What's that baseline came in on?
Shout out to Salam Remy. Peace, y'all. This is the Views from the 7 podcast. This your guy Spence. I'm joined with my homeboys. Damn, the table different.
Way different.
Skinny.
I'm in here.
Little.
Hi.
Hey.
Let me start off by saying, fuck all y'all and them goddamn boots.
Oh, yeah, man, it's cool. Hey, at least your relationship didn't end because of
It probably got nastier because of it, to be honest.
$100 whoa.
Lit bitch.
We here now.
Yeah.
It's been the song of the week, man. I ain't even gonna waste no time. Because we was talking about it before we got on this record.
Don't waste the time. I don't give a fuck.
Drake and Future. Why do I sound so weird?
You sound clear to us.
Yeah.
You sound clear over here. I don't know what you sound like over there.
You ain't like it for real? Oh my God.
I didn't like it when they got to Future.
What?
I feel like if they would have switched beats, I'd have been really happy.
When Future dropped, that's what the song picked.
That was a perfect 2 for 1.
Perfect. Anything with Future.
It was two songs. It was two songs in one.
Super dope. Super dope.
Nothing with Future in it is perfect.
Dude, it was 2 for 1. It was basically 2 songs. So Drake's part in the club is gonna get you ready and warmed up, and then $100, woo, and the club go crazy.
Yeah, because the club ain't full of motherfuckers that are dumb.
The video super dope though. Point blank period. The
I never
video,
seen
I enjoyed
the video was super dope.
I enjoyed the video. I did enjoy the video, but you know,
I can the one thing this is a collab, by the way. I mean, this is a feature.
it's Drake's. It's a Future song.
It's
right?
a Future song
Yeah.
featuring Drake. It's not a collab though, because I know everybody was saying that they was going to release what was that? What was that joint? The first one they did. Something Time to Be Alive. Wasn't it?
What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah. So that everybody was thinking that was the part 2 was coming, but this is just a feature. But listening more to it, I think because our attention spans are so fucking short, we might start seeing more of this. Because at first, you know, we was getting the trend of like blends and shit, like 2 beats in the song.
Yeah.
Now you can open the door with basically you got fucking
2 songs.
2 separate songs.
Well, no, they've been doing that though.
2 separate like this?
Yeah, they've been doing that.
Okay, name somebody.
The Future Sex Love Sounds is basically that.
That's a whole album though.
That's what I'm saying. But
I'm talking about 2 songs within a song.
Shit, the song with what's it called? Is that with Drake and Travis Scott?
Travis Scott, yeah.
That's exactly that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's literally
like 2.5 songs.
But that's literally 10 seconds though, and then
It's
the
that's
beginning
just
is
like
like 10
45 seconds to a minute. That first part where Drake is on it by himself.
this is literally 2 songs.
Yeah, it's been done.
What's the name?
Frank Ocean has done it.
It's a couple of them on Chris Brown album now. So
Yeah, it's been done.
So it's still the new wave.
It's just niggas that listen to
Yeah, I
Future just
think
not
now
listening
it's
to it.
gone. But-
That type of shit.
Man, look, I fucked around.
can't see the future.
I fucked around and benched my max, man, when Future came on, man. Drake's part is cool, but that
It's because only reason it's cool is because
Woo.
the beat better on Future's
100.
part. Way
Woo.
better.
$100,000 woo, bitch,
I would
woo.
agree with that though.
That's why I said I wish it was switched because then I would have liked the song.
Yeah.
Because I don't like Drake's like flow on that because it's boring to me.
Would you would have liked Future flow on Drake's?
I wouldn't have cared. I would okay, that's fine. It's Future. Next, anyways,
I call bullshit.
Future delivery.
I think you like that shit, bro.
you think I like Future?
I call bullshit.
I will sacrifice my daughter.
Well, it's been a very interesting week for the family, man. I'm not gonna get into what's been going on, but shit's been a little.
So why bring it up?
I mean, we're talking now. I mean, I'm not gonna bring up why. I'm just saying like it's a lot of shit been going on. But I did get to check out Power, and
It was. I mean, I want you guys are my power liaisons.
Yeah.
I seen everyone talking about that shit. That random light skinned bitch. Yeah, the light skinned bitch.
yeah, we're trying to tame down.
We gotta tame down a little.
Right.
That's
This is all right.
Shit.
Cool.
good luck, niggas.
Oh man.
I think the show for what they're doing, right? For what they're doing, I get it, right? But for the legacy of the show,
So no, tell me what happened.
It's been a fucking
Tell me and the listeners that don't know exactly what's going on.
so the last 5 episodes.
Hold on. For people who haven't seen the episode yet, spoiler alert.
No, I'm not even gonna
Oh, okay.
spoil it. But basically, these last 5 episodes are like everybody's
It's like a vantage point.
everybody's point of view
What's
from
that
the.
movie?
The vantage point.
It's called
Yeah.
God damn. So it's everybody's point of view of the night of the season finale night, right?
Yeah.
I don't think nobody cared for this one. Like
So
the
this gonna be an
clues
entire
were
season like this?
the clues were cool. The clues were cool, but I just don't. No one cared, and it just we're 2 episodes in, and to me, while I appreciate what they're doing with them, I can see what they're trying to do. It's just not connecting, and for the legacy of the show, it's shitting on it.
So the lady that everyone's talking about right now, what was so bad about her?
No one
She
cared.
deserved to have a whole fucking.
Oh, so she
episode
wasn't important?
Directed at her
For the whole
She was
season.
never that big of a fucking character. The entire fucking 6 seasons.
For all 6 seasons, she's probably been in maybe an hour and a half worth of the show.
Right, a handful of episodes, so for her to get an entire fucking episode didn't make sense. But for what my complaint about Power was this season, they are doing exactly what I needed them to do. To understand what they did the first, 10 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always said, the entire season, they're rushing.
Yeah.
We were talking about how, some people was talking about how Ghost and Tommy got into it at the beginning of an episode, and by the end of it, they was cool again. You see what I'm saying? And it was a bunch of things that they could have drawn out over episodes that were done
There's
in
a
one
bunch of content
episode.
that they missed.
So for them to do that and then come back and do this, then it makes sense to me. To me, it seems like this was the plan from the get-go, was to do it this way. And if that is the plan, then I fucks with it.
Shows be doing this.
Like I said, as a lifelong, damn, I said lifelong. I jumped on Power 3 episodes into the first season, so I've been a fan of it, and these last couple seasons have just been such a.
I've only been.
No.
I've only
It
last
hasn't
couple
the
seasons.
last couple seasons. The last season, and I said, man, this shit was fire. Was
Season 4.
I want to say, is it 2 or 3? When Lobos was like,
I'm
I
not sure exactly which season.
I'm gonna kill her and I'm gonna kill y'all and had the Gil Scott Herring in the background and shit. that's when I was like, oh, this shit right here. This right
It's
here.
funny because in season 5, I was saying, oh, they're rushed. You know what I'm saying? They're moving the story along the way they needed to, because before then it seemed like the story was slow. It was like never ending.
Yeah.
And then in season 6, to me, they were rushing too fast. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Season-
crazy how I
season
wanted
6
them to go the way they went in season 5. You know what I'm saying? And then
Season
this
6,
last
they
season-
literally killed someone every episode. And
Yeah.
it was like, we gotta kill him because
Yeah.
the show is ending. Well, this part of the show is ending. It's just, everyone gets what they're doing. It's just not connecting. It's not connecting
I
at
think
all.
everything's connected.
And,
for sure.
and she could have shared the episode with somebody.
No, yeah, she didn't deserve to be in an episode, period. Like, what the, Angela's not here. What the fuck's she doing
Yeah.
here? You know?
Well,
You know what? I've never watched only one show in my life where I started off in the beginning and I'm current on that shit. Like, I usually catch on late for like every show. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
yeah, I'm not doing the police shows.
It's a satire show, but yeah, no, I've never. I usually always catch on later.
you
Like
ain't
Snowfall,
get
like
up to
caught in
Snowfall?
the second season. I caught on the second season.
I was on
First
Power.
season.
I was on Power first season, first show. I was on Power.
No, I
first
wasn't
season,
on.
first show.
I don't
Now
think I
that
was on
shit-
Power till
I
like
fuck
the
with
end of the first season.
It took me a minute. It was
Well,
like
that's close though. That's close. That's I mean that's still first season though. But like most shows, I catch on like season 3. 4.
Shout out to Angela's titties. It's premium corn asada right there, baby. Yeah, man. What's been going on with y'all, man?
I just want to give a shout out to the people that listen that I didn't even realize were listening. Shout out to Huggy, homie.
Shout out, man.
Shout out to my cousin Keith, my brother.
Appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Britt. Shout out to everyone that Germ. Shout out to everyone that I didn't even realize were listening.
Yeah.
And then be like, yeah, I listened to last episode. You niggas was da da da. I'm like, damn, you listen? Didn't even realize. But shout out to everyone that's listening.
You know what? That's how I felt when we was with my mom.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Oh, your mom. Oh, never mind.
And I was like,
I thought Mom's was on the podcast.
No, I was just listening to her talking. I'm like, damn, this shit kind of weird right now. I don't want to hear this shit.
It was just they said it
You
so
know what I'm saying?
casually.
Yeah,
So-
you
and I was
just
like,
you
oh, damn, I
never
didn't know y'all were
imagine
listening.
who's listening. Yeah, man, and shout out to everybody who's listening, and shout out to everybody that's using our content for their shows. Y'all appreciate it too.
Damn.
What about y'all? What's
I didn't
going
expect
on?
that nigga to say that.
Right. That shit was left field like a motherfucker.
But since he did, yeah.
look. No, we ain't gonna do that, man. Some people they want to say create. Even though I feel like we just come on here to talk shit. I'm not really creating anything.
Creating conversation.
We're great at creating conversation.
Yeah.
So it's almost like flattering to see like people using our content for their shows. You know what I mean? It's almost like, damn, my nigga, you can come up with your own shit, but it's almost like ain't that the dream? Like,
Can they come up with their own shit?
yeah. You took away that Twitter timeline, I don't know. Little shaky.
Shout out to everybody.
Little
doing their
shaky
thing.
out there. That's yeah.
Shout out to everybody doing their thing in the podcast community.
All right. Well,
That's like if you took away the Twitter timeline, it'd be like Wesley watching a white boy try to dunk. Like, you can try it, it's just not connected. But
it's a good movie, by the way.
shout out to all the podcasts out there, man.
Yeah.
So talk to me.
Oh wait, real quick. I watched Dolomite the other night.
Okay.
That shit was solid. It wasn't as
Nigga, don't tell us real quick. Just tell us your weekend.
Right.
Don't keep.
Shit.
Just say the weekend. Just tell us what's going on.
well. I don't remember
You gotta
much right
keep real
now. I
quick
don't remember.
and
I just remember watching Dolomite and I was drunk or high, one of them two.
Yeah.
And
So you was drunk and high. Watch
maybe I was both. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
And
take
then-
your brain out
what?
the chin, nigga.
Anyways, punk ass nigga. But Wesley Snipes' character, maybe that's what made me think about it, is the movie. But Wesley Snipes' character was he was hilarious. He was like, he did really good. That's really it.
And that was it. He
One
was the only
character
one?
in the whole movie.
I mean, everyone did their shit. I mean,
Did you like the movie?
I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't think I expect something crazy from a Netflix movie, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten onto it. Man. I don't be on Netflix like that.
Yeah,
I'm good on it.
I was on it. My son broke my Xbox. So.
Man, I'm fucking with Netflix right now.
Nigga, just get a Fire TV or a Fire Stick.
I fuck with Netflix to watch old shit that Netflix ain't create, but yeah. Netflix.
You missing out on some good shit, man.
Nah.
You're not gonna watch that Aaron Hernandez documentary special? Man, that shit.
Oh man,
shit-
it's
I don't
too
care
many
about
of them. They turning Aaron Hernandez into Tupac and Biggie.
I don't care about
How many
that.
times
I
can
don't know
y'all?
about
How many times can y'all retell the story?
Well, they only told it one time before, right?
Nigga, they had a E360 on it. Then they had a motherfucking another show on it. It's been like 4 shows about what's going on. Like, at what point all y'all doing is just stretching it out into episodes?
I can't wait to see the Chicago Bulls documentary shit coming up. So
Damn, that shit 10. It's a 10.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
bro.
10. That's not Netflix, right? That's
no, that's ESPN.
ESPN. Yeah.
I did. You know. I wonder if they gonna tell the truth though,
Yeah.
because we've been talking about the mafia shit, and I'm dead set on getting a made nigga in here, right?
Yeah,
but we've been
know
talking
that.
about the mafia shit.
Yeah.
We've been
Yeah.
talking about the mafia shit, and I was listening to inmate Vlad, right? And
Inmate. Why is he an inmate?
because he reminds me of like an inmate, like niggas talk to him to snitch.
Oh.
But he had a mafia dude on there, and the dude was dead set on the mafia knocked off his pops
Yeah.
because Mike owed a debt.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and so the NBA was going to suspend Michael Jordan, but instead of him being suspended, he went to baseball for that year.
I don't know, man.
Gotta watch that show.
Yeah, I ain't never really heard of that. I ain't
Yeah.
never heard that. So hopefully they bring it up.
I mean, Soldier Boy.
Bro, I look, myself, again, I was shocked at how much power the Mafia had back then. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy for us to sit here and say,
Yeah.
you know, but when you start listening to these niggas and you start...
Okay. So why
If they
would,
can knock off a president, they can knock off his pops.
But why would a year of baseball fix anything?
Because he was gonna get suspended for that year. That's what
He was going to get suspended for that year for gambling.
So going to the baseball.
But he should have came back and still been suspended. It's like when Barry Sanders retired and then wanted to come back for a second. Thought about coming back and they were like, "We still own your rights, nigga."
Yeah, Barry Sanders ain't Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's the face of a fucking league, and you're not gonna do that. When,
Just
you
like
need Jordan to come in there and give the ratings. That's the same way with baseball. Not motherfucking stopping Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire. No, hit the motherfucking home runs. We don't give a fuck what you want.
Right.
Hit the motherfuckers. We're gonna have a car waiting for you motherfuckers when you get to motherfucking 61 or whatever the fuck the number was. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit because these ratings out the world. Right now.
Just like the infamous flu game. They said that was just him being hungover. So, he said he was a partier. He was kind of hard on
Who's
it.
they?
Oh,
I mean, you know,
they
shit,
keep
you know,
talking
stories.
because the more they talk, the more I just say, okay, he the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm just trying to figure out. I just need. I
game
need
hungover.
like out of
The greatest.
all
I
these
mean,
niggas,
these are like-
if Dennis Rodman didn't say that shit, I don't believe. Because Dennis Rodman tends to tell it like it is.
I feel
Yeah.
you.
So we don't know who they is.
Well, you know, just untold stories and shit. Niggas talking.
Well, they said little fuck Rihanna too. So
No,
yeah, shout out.
they didn't.
they
say
said that. They said that shit. Look it up.
I don't think they said that.
Was it with a condom? You probably got a UTI after that shit.
Niggas get UTI all the time, fam.
And
What's happening, man? I ain't do shit, man. I've been at home playing Mr. Mom, man. Fucking everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? We didn't hit the motherfucking off season for my line of work, so I've been at home with a bunch of extra time, just trying to help wifey out in a bunch of
word,
areas
word,
that I normally wouldn't do, washing clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, putting
Sexist.
puss in boots.
Hey, teaching her how to trick. You know what I'm saying? How to give her bra some gas money the other day. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Teaching her how to trick. You feel me?
Oh, she got a girlfriend now?
What'd you say? No, she just out there dating. You
Oh,
feel me?
okay.
Yeah.
That is so strange.
Can you
Every time you
imagine?
say it,
I
she's
know,
out there
bro.
dating.
Baby, I brought a bitch home, but you can't touch her.
It's not. You can't touch her.
I know.
You just,
If
it's
I
not.
can't touch her, she can't bring her home.
That's what he didn't say. He said he never said he
Like the
couldn't
motherfucker.
touch her, but she's for her.
Yeah.
That's
she's
his. That's her girlfriend.
Man, look, we ain't finna relive
But if
this
I
shit.
can't
Y'all
touch
got me
her, she don't
fucked
come
up.
home.
All right,
Like, this is my PlayStation, but other people play.
Skinny Jesus.
Jesus. I gotta change my name this year.
Hey,
It's
Zeus.
my birthday. I'm gonna be Zeus this year. I'm Zeus this year. I'm Zeus. I'm just
This
Zeus.
nigga said Zeus.
Yeah. I'm the god.
Hercules ass nigga.
Man, shit. My weekend's been busy as shit. We had the caterers come through. Bless us with some food. That shit was fire.
Bro, that shit looks so good. I ain't gonna fucking lie to you.
That shit was
I
fire.
want to jump through that screen.
I wanted to talk shit. Like I told her, like I before we had even started recording, I'm like, this shit nasty. I'm saying it right on camera.
Yeah.
That's
shit
fucked
ended
up.
being fire. That
Yeah,
shit ended
got
up
you
being
all the free
fire.
food.
I just don't know
This
why
shit
they
trash.
brought that much food
Yeah.
for Skinny. I'm like, Skinny ain't gonna eat all that shit.
You one bite,
I
I'm
for
full.
sure didn't. I
Yeah.
for sure didn't eat all that. I ate all the chicken, but the nachos I ain't really
Cool.
eat all. That
Yeah.
shit was good though. Yeah, I'm for sure cool for the chicken. Yeah, so shit, I just been having it's been busy weekends,
Yeah.
man. And then my fucking kids. And then today was fucking crazy. I told y'all my nephew went out there to Sacramento.
Yeah.
He done went full schizophrenic and pulled knives on everybody.
In Chicago?
Other nephew in Sacramento.
Walk it
Oh,
up.
it's Sacramento?
You can walk it
Yeah.
up.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, my other nephew was finna shoot him, so
Oh, well, at least it's not in Vegas.
I'm glad his ass not in Vegas. That nigga be tripping, but yeah, he done went full crazy because it's not even because he high this time. He went full crazy because he can't get high. Like he don't got his money. He don't got no money out there. Ain't nobody sending him no money. So he like, you know what? Y'all ain't gonna let me get high. I'm gonna kill everybody.
I like that's the two options. Either get high or kill.
Yeah, broken cold turkey.
Everyone.
Broken cold turkey is a dangerous combination.
Yeah.
So he done went crazy, man. So my week just been crazy, but shit, this weekend we're gonna go watch that Bad Boys for Life.
Mall Cops. I heard it's pretty. I've seen the early reviews. They say it's pretty good.
Really?
Why would you think something else?
Because it's
Small
that's
Cops.
Two Bad Boys is dope. Like
Yeah, where it's 2020, bro. It's not
hold on.
96 and it's not
I
2000.
get what you're saying, but I'm saying from a franchise, until a franchise shows me something different, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm just gonna go with it.
So one of my friends asked me, he was like, what is the plot of the second one? And I could not answer that shit because I don't remember. I just remember them driving through houses in like Thailand.
Was there a plot?
It was the same plot as it
Damn
was
near the
basically
same
the
plot.
first one. You know
I
what I'm
just remember the nigga said, put them in these coffins.
saying? I remember that motherfucking shit where he said, what did he say about the motherfucker?
Oh, girl, mama was
It's
like,
not welcome here. That shit was
oh, girl,
so-
mama was like, I forgot his name, but she was like, is he a Negro? You made your bet. You lame.
So
Yeah,
I just
the
remember
answer
those
to that is
I think it was the same plot though. It was still about e-pills and shit. They were still trying to figure out what the e-pills was at and where they was putting them at. They're still
about
drug
drugs.
police
okay.
officers.
All right, no. I just don't. All I remember was the music video with Nelly in it, and that goddamn the scene where they're driving every car ever into every house in Thailand ever.
But
I think that's the only plot that's gonna be different. I think
But
some
you
of
did
it's
have the
kinda
little
different.
twist with Gabrielle Union being a sister, being
yeah, she not in
So
this
was
one.
she not in this one? I was about to ask that. She
Yeah.
not in this one?
She's not in
Why
this
not?
okay.
She's I listened to an interview.
She was
and
too busy getting cheated on.
I think they said for plot purposes, where they are in the story, she wasn't needed.
It just didn't.
Yeah.
fit.
I will say,
maybe she might have
shout out to Will Smith, cause god damn he been carrying them during this press run. Martin looks like he does not want to be there.
So I said this
Martin
shit.
said he
looks
didn't
like
really
that
go
for a
last
bunch
time.
of interviews.
Yes. So I was
He's
like,
not really the press run guy. He's trying to do it this time.
he's been at my job one time. He kind of got mad because he had to take so long to eat, but he came so late.
Yeah.
But anyways, I thought this shit was gonna be bad because I didn't see him similar to Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I didn't see them being this personality for these roles because they don't show it in any of these interviews.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this shit's about to be bad. But they could turn it on. I guess as soon as the camera's
I
on.
don't.
Yeah.
In Bad Boys, the original Bad Boys, Martin, in my opinion, carried the movie, and Will Smith had the body. Like I remember vividly in the movie theater at my young age when Will was running with his shirt off.
Mm-hmm.
All the ladies in the movie theater was like, ah.
You remember that?
but Martin's comedy carried that movie. And in Bad Boys 2, he became almost like the old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it did it both ways with both Bad Boys. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
the
I think
old guy this time.
Martin is there comedically and Will's there as the action
I don't even
guy.
was Martin really even like
And they portrayed that in
comedic
both.
in.
Martin
can
was
be.
fucking hilarious in the second
In
one.
the
When he
second
got
one, yeah.
high.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Big fucking eyes.
Called the wife.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Yeah, man, I'ma go-
I do agree though with what you said.
I'm gonna go see Mall Cops too, but I just his
It's Mall Cops 3. If you're gonna call it Mall Cops. They
Mall
already got a
Cops
2?
3. Yeah.
Already got a
no Mall Cops too.
I need to find me a basic
He-
bitch to take.
Oh my God. I say Mall Cops 2 because he was.
Mall Cops 2 is trash.
He was already Big Mama-ish in number 2. This one, he just full-fledged, like.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's already the Mall Cops 2 movie out there.
He's full-fledged swollen
But
now.
because Martin was never portrayed as this, quote-unquote sex symbol in either of the Bad Boys, you know what I'm saying? He can be whatever fuck he wanted to be.
Yeah, but he had a neck in Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
Well, the neck was leaving. And
This nigga's like 50. How is he supposed to look?
is he at all?
Yeah. Shit, Will Smith 51.
All them niggas ain't running after nobody then. They on the scooter.
They're definitely on the scooter. You notice every one of
God.
these scenes they chasing, they in the car.
Will Smith running.
With the handicap sticker.
Will Smith is not running.
Man, he was running. Gemini Man.
Hey, this cool though, cause
the action
this cool though, cause it can Will Smith's career can bounce back from this.
Okay, all right.
I don't think Will Smith.
Did you not see?
Will
Yeah,
Smith, stop
that's
it.
exactly what I was gonna
Stop
say.
He's
Did you not see?
good.
You saw the
He
interview
just
on
Breakfast Club.
yep.
He's good. He don't give a fuck about that.
He said he
shit
stopped
no more.
doing shit in for numbers and.
Yeah, I know. I mean, as
you
the
still
as the
have an
person,
impact,
I'm
though.
saying as the person, Will is good.
Yeah.
As the consumer, I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
As the consumer,
I respect.
ain't nobody checking for Will Smith.
Yeah, not at all. His movies ain't impactful.
This is his third movie though.
Their movie.
He did just drop 3 movies within like this
But what
year.
I'm saying,
And what did
none of
they
the
do?
motherfuckers are impactful.
Who cares?
When Denzel drop a movie, you want to go see
No, but
that
he's
shit. You know what
saying
I'm
that for him though. That's why I'm. You're right.
Gemini Man on Netflix already.
Gemini Man was dope.
Nigga, so was
Gemini Man was a dope
fucking Avengers. Right after the movie got released on DVD.
movie. Exactly. Same with Black Panther. As soon as that shit was ASAP on Netflix. that shit was back on right on Netflix. So yeah, man, I'm going to watch that shit this weekend.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with Netflix. I don't know why y'all hating on Netflix.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't hate
Netflix
on
gang
Netflix.
over here. You
I
feel
didn't
me?
hate on
I'm
Netflix.
hating on Netflix because it take 3 fucking days for some shit to download on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Download.
Yeah, because
you
I
download?
always
Oh,
be
'cause you be
motherfucking
gone.
on the run. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, it take
Okay.
15 minutes for something to download on Amazon. Netflix, start downloading that motherfucker 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock at night, that motherfucker at 73%.
But Amazon, you gotta pay for that shit though.
We don't do no download. It's all streams over here,
Fuck with
baby.
Amazon.
Yeah.
I fuck with Amazon.
I do too, but like they have like if you search Amazon, they have literally everything, but 10% of what you actually have to
That
that's free.
that new Dracula series on Netflix.
Okay, it's time to
I
move
fuck with
on.
it. It's dope to me.
Nigga
I fuck with
said
Netflix.
Yeah, I mean
don't fuck with Dracula?
Netflix don't. If it,
You don't fuck with vampire movies?
This nigga said Dracula.
I fuck with vampire movies.
Nah,
What?
if they come out
You
with
don't
another
fuck with
Blade,
Dracula?
I'm fucking with it, but that's it.
They are.
Blade, the only motherfucking vampire I fuck with.
they are. It's,
Okay,
what's his
I-
name?
man.
I can't wait.
Mashallah
I
Mahamali.
That's
cannot
good,
wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Masha
Yeah, I'm
Mahamali.
fucking with Blade as a vampire, that's it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Lost Boys, that's so long ago though, so, you know.
That's a
I
vampire
always
movie.
fuck with
Those
vampire
are
movies.
vampire
I fuck with
movies
all the
I like.
vampire movies.
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys is a dope movie.
Dope,
bro.
them motherfucker.
All right.
You like Underworld?
I ain't seen it, bro.
There's like 10 of
Stop
them.
never
fucking
seen
with it, bro.
Underworld?
I stopped fucking
So
with
we
it. That's
gonna-
what I'm saying.
There's like 10 of them.
This nigga really got y'all talking about vampire movies.
Yeah.
Listen, we can talk about what we want to talk about.
Do you want to talk about Adele or
Why
something?
we can't talk about what the fuck's going on in my weekend?
You did.
Why we can't talk about my fucking vampire movies?
You do look like what's the name, Vampire in Brooklyn, so I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the timeline a little. We was cooking on the timeline this week.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the basis of the conversation, but the end of the conversation, I don't even know what the fuck we was talking about in the clip. We be talking so much.
Okay.
But the end, by the end of the day, my question was, why do so many niggas lie about not lying to get pussy? So all the niggas on the niggas on the timeline was, oh, it's about honesty. I'm always honesty. Come on, fam. You niggas trying to tell me that you have never lied about your intentions to a woman to get the pussy.
I will say this: there are certain niggas or anyone in general that can say what they say anything they want to, be completely honest because they look good enough to be completely honest. Now, what percentage is that?
Sex symbol.
You know what I mean? What percentage is that?
Because it's not true. Like a lot of these dudes.
I tried it once at like 14. I told a chick I love her, and
So you lied.
once.
Oh, okay.
I
14.
call
If
bullshit.
motherfuckers say they never
I swear,
did, then they lying,
I told
right?
the chick I love her, and my dad was My dad was listening on the other end of the phone.
Yeah.
You don't even have to tell her you love her, but you don't tell her your true intentions. Like, you may feel like you telling the truth, but it's not the full blown truth of what you want from her.
Today, I feel like motherfuckers, once you reach a certain age, I feel like you are telling her the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah,
because you went through that. Like, but in our past, like when we younger, you know, I definitely led some bitches on in my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they're gonna be something that they not. But you know, today, you know,
I think it's impossible. I think it's impossible for niggas. If dudes run into a chick they've been wanting to bag forever, or a chick that's super bad, but you know deep down inside she wants a relationship. She doesn't want a fuck buddy, but you just want to fuck.
Yeah.
You're going to lead her on as if you want to be in a relationship with her until you beat, and then it's going to be like.
I don't know about that one, bro.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I've never done it. I've never done it. Like I said, I did it one time. I told the chick I love her.
But your version is extreme. You were like, she was like, hi. You were like, I love you. Like that.
Yeah, because my other cousin was like, man, to get what you want, you gotta tell the chick you love her. So my pops ain't never gave me no advice.
That's an extreme example.
I'm not even saying that. Like you're courting her. You're taking her out. You're talking to her all day. You're texting her all day. You're going to the movies with her. You're taking her out on dates. You buying her shit. You're doing all the things that eventually leads up to a relationship. But deep down inside, you just want to smack.
I tell women. I'm sorry. I apologize. I tell bitches that I tell them that a nigga to be who he is until after he fuck.
They're gonna kick you off of this show. Like the fans are gonna kick you off of this show. We're gonna be like, nah, keep Little. They're gonna be like, nah, y'all keep Little on the show. We're fucking boycotting that bitch.
Okay, the way y'all put it, to me it seemed like this is a single man's question. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because like I already told y'all in the past, it's not a single female that I've cheated on my wife with that didn't know I was married. They knew that they couldn't get to that point. You see what I'm saying? So I don't, from my vantage point, you know what I'm saying?
But you did have a female believing that you was finna leave your whole family for it.
Yeah, I told you. I said it in my past. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said that. I'm talking about now. You know what I'm saying? Like if a motherfucker was after somebody right now, I ain't lying to her at all. Look, this is what you're gonna get from me, and this is what you're not gonna get from me. If you're cool with it, then you're cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see how motherfuckers in their 30s are still lying abroad. You know what I'm saying? But as a single person, I guess, you know, y'all can speak to that shit.
So I had a situation where I just got out of a relationship, started messing with this girl, and she had just got out of a relationship, right? Yeah. And I was vocal about that, right? I was like, I'm not trying to do anything serious. I'm like done with relationships for a while. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, you cool, da 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 da. She's like, yeah, me too, da da da. We started messing around. And then shortly after that, she's just like, you don't think this is just what it's gonna be, da 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 da. She started changing. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck happened to that initial conversation? Yeah. So later on when we talked again, I didn't bring that shit up. Yeah. And this time I'm like, oh no, we cool, we chilling. This is see where this goes. Yeah. Yeah. I still don't want a relationship. Yeah. But this is I'm not going to, you know what I mean?
Use that phrase that you just used, see where it goes. As a way to not promise nothing to nobody.
But I know I don't want a relationship. Yeah. I'm not going to say that shit out loud. Hopefully she's not listening.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this question. How legit is your honesty? And I'm going to keep saying your honesty because your honesty still could be a lot. Yeah. How legit can your honesty be if your intentions aren't pure? So I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm going to wrap the truth up so nice that you'll still want me.
I'm not doing
so I'm telling you the truth, but my intentions are
I don't get the question. If my intentions is just to fuck you, and I'm telling you, look, we can fuck around, but you could never be with me, then I don't get.
Because I can tell you, like, I'm sexually attracted to you. Yeah. I really like you.
Let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes.
Well, let's see where this goes. Yeah.
But where does that differ from the intentions, though?
Because I know what I want.
What I'm saying is,
why are you saying?
What I'm saying is, my intentions are still. I'm very sexually attracted to you. I want to have sex with you, but my actions, even if you don't realize it, my actions are driving her more into thinking that we're headed towards a relationship. And then when we do have sex, the sex may be super fire and super passionate, but to you it's still sex. To her, it's we may have something. So while you're telling her, you know, I just want this to be a sexual thing, or you know, I really want you in a sexual way. Your intent is still I just want to fuck, but your actions are very nice, and you're wrapping up your honest truth in a bow.
What are relationship actions then? Because if I'm doing the same thing that I said, if I'm telling you the same thing that I'm doing, how are my actions any different than that? How are my actions in a relationship?
Actions and intent are two different things.
No, I'm asking this question. How if I'm telling you I want to fuck,
okay,
and I'm only doing this to fuck, then what relationship actions am I doing that says anything more than I want to fuck?
I can say, and I get your point. That's an honest. That's as honest as you can get, right?
That is.
But most dudes, I'm not speaking for you.
Yeah.
Most dudes are not going to put it in that way. They'll say, I want you so bad, or I'm so sexually attracted to you, I can't wait to be with you. That type of shit.
But sexually attracted to you.
What out of what you just said? What of that differs from me just wanting to fuck?
No, but okay. So it's different coming from you because you have something at home.
I'm saying out of what he just said. If I tell a woman I'm sexually attracted to you, I want you so bad. Ain't that me telling her I want to fuck?
No. I can tell you. I can tell you.
Or is that telling her I want to be in a relationship with her?
I can tell you the truth so nice. I can tell you the truth so nicely that when I'm done telling you the truth, you still feel like you can get something out of that.
What I'm really good at, I'm gonna be completely honest. Now keep going. I don't want to keep listening. Next.
No, fuck that. This is gonna be your week, goddamn. I'm not doing that.
Hell no. I'm gonna be not only am I gonna say this on the fucking podcast, y'all gonna post this shit on fucking Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and then them bitches gonna see this shit. They're gonna fuck up everything I got going on.
Yeah. See, I don't give a fuck what they see or hear because I tell them this. So I wouldn't give a fuck if this shit get posted 1,000 times. Like I tell every female exactly what it is and what I feel. Now I'm not saying I'm not. I said it before. I'm not the dude to just be like, oh, I want to fuck and I don't want nothing else from you. I'm not that dude.
Yeah.
I really do kick it with you. We can go to the movies. We can go out to eat. You can be around. I don't mind none of that. Like I damn near be in 12 relationships.
I get that. Now let me ask you a question. Hold on, Lil. Let me ask you a question. Let me get this out. Because you say you don't go after women, right?
Yeah.
Because you say you don't go after women,
you on my playing field.
That gives you a way out.
Exactly.
That's kind of trash to me. Like you would never. That tells me that Skinny would never do that for a woman he really liked. Or the woman you go after,
the woman
wouldn't get that.
The woman that I go after, the women that I have went after, I'm for you completely. And I will tell you, like, if anybody else get in between this, like, I want to be with you. I done told my daughter's mom, like, listen, I cut all these females off for you because I want you. I do want to be with you. I don't lie. So I keep it a buck. Like, I'm gonna tell her exactly what it is. So if she don't, if that's not what it is, I'm telling you that's not what it is. I'm not gonna lie to you and put you in a fake. I don't want to put you in a fake mood. I don't want you to think it's something that's not going to be. That I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So when they get on there, like, I do want to be with you, I tell them, like, listen, if you want a relationship, I'm not the dude. Go find him. Because I'm not that nigga.
Is this before or after you smack?
Oh, before and after.
Okay.
I said before and after. I never change my tone. I'm never switching up because I don't want you.
But y'all,
you're on my playing field. This is my home court.
What I don't get is that it's so many females out there that just want somebody to fuck and go on with their own lives. Like, why is motherfuckers still out there lying about that? You know what I'm saying? It's they out there.
But that's when you're not in the situation. It's easy to look out into the world when you're not in that situation. But when you're fixated on this one person, you and her talking, you're not thinking about, oh, it's so many women out there. You're thinking about this woman that's in front of you at this time. When this situation is over with, then I'll go to the next. But right now, I'm thinking about this situation.
I don't understand how they can be fixated on one thing.
You say that there's so many women like that. That means that you have to swing at every woman. Not every I don't encounter every woman that's like that.
No,
the average person
I'm not
doesn't.
saying that
You would have
either.
to swing at every woman that you encounter to be able to approach those type of women often.
Okay. All right. Let me just. All right. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
I said it's a numbers thing. I won't.
No, because my thing is
They
this.
come
Okay.
to you, though.
That's what I was gonna say. I just don't want to sound all
But
arrogant when I say
sometimes,
this shit, you know what I'm saying?
as men, bro, like I get it. There are many of women that'll
Yeah.
come to you
Yeah.
and they're serious, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of the women that we know that'll just come to us, that'll just fall in our lap,
Yeah.
we don't take serious. We don't give a fuck about no way.
But the ones that I know I would take serious, I let them know. Like I would take there's a reason why I haven't had sex with them. Cause I tell them like, listen, I know if we fuck, like I know what I want. I know what I want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not in that space to do that right now because I'm fucking with so many women, and I'm not willing to let go of what's working for me right now. So I'm not gonna fuck you. Like I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to spend a long time with you or none of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it that risk.
Yeah.
So I stay away. I stay away. I don't see no reason to lie, but I don't know. That's me.
I told my wife this the other day. I tell her this all the time. The reason why I don't cheat.
I ain't buying no boots.
No,
The reason why I
the
don't
way you
cheat has
said
nothing to do
the way you
with,
said all the time.
me not liking no females or not wanting to fuck no other females.
Okay.
I keep myself from cheating by not putting myself in positions where I'd be tempted to.
I got a coworker that way. He's
Yeah.
like, I asked because he worked with a bunch of cocktail servers around him. They had parties, and I'm like asking him, I'm like, hey, you're not going to so and so's party tonight?
Yeah.
He was like, nah, man. I'm like, why not? He was like, I'm married. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't put myself in that situation to fail.
Exactly.
And I was like, I get it.
That's the easiest way, bro.
Man.
Easiest way.
Real shit.
I was like, I ended that conversation. Cool. All right, you got a point. I get it.
Yeah.
It was, you sounded when you said the way you sounded like Shaq when you said that. You're like, yo, you
why is us as men, right? Why don't we take foreplay as serious as women?
As serious. I did see this thing where it was a lesbian like conversation. They were like lesbian women have like crazy amount of orgasms.
Yeah.
And they were like, because
foreplay
is their entire sex.
I mean, they're deal. I mean, you got a plastic dick, like. Basically.
Nah, I mean that's rarely used. I think.
I think it's simply because men we come by physical action. Women can come, off emotions and all of that shit. So foreplay plays to their emotions and all of that. It doesn't do nothing like that to us. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think we take it that serious.
No.
Like we go right into, they say you're supposed to warm up. You're supposed to warm the woman up. You know what I mean? Like foreplay is supposed to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But foreplay is supposed to last. I seen a study. Foreplay is supposed to last within, women were saying like 18 minutes.
18 minutes, nigga. That's an episode on Netflix.
But
who are they fucking doing this survey with?
Lesbians.
Those lonely bitches or
lesbians?
What? Like, cause I mean.
Nah,
I take this shit right here as a challenge, right? So when this question was actually brought to me, when this question was actually brought to me, I started thinking like, damn, is my shit kind of trash?
See,
there are times where, you know what I mean, we'll both be in the mood and shit, and then she give me a little appreciation. Mm-hmm. And then,
suck it dick.
She'll lay down. I'll wet my finger real quick, make sure she alright.
That's it?
That's
your foreplay?
Finger real quick.
I mean, I'll wet my hand,
And that's it? That's what love is?
No, I'm saying, I just...
Okay, so this question, basically he's saying this question means more to him than everybody
else.
else.
It's not.
Why's my foreplay so bad?
I'm not saying it means more to me. What I'm saying is when we talk about these things, I take them on as challenges in my life. Like, am I doing this right?
No. Just give you an answer right now, because if that's what you're doing,
right.
No.
Yeah.
So what's y'all definition of foreplay? Like when y'all in it.
Well, mine's I ain't lasting 18 minutes. I'm gonna let you know right now.
I don't
think. I'm saying I'm Wifey obviously got her nipples pierced, so you know that's a must right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be up there for a couple minutes. You know what I'm
Should be
saying?
fucking my teeth.
I'll eat the pussy for like 10 minutes or whatnot. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
18 minutes. That's 14.
No.
You sucking titties for 8 minutes long?
That's 12.
All right,
I'm
12
doing the math. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, right?
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of minutes.
And so forth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it don't because throughout the entire process of me doing this, wifey already asking for the dick. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I make her wait for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like whoever the fuck said it should be 18 minutes. Like them some lonely ass bitches.
I think it depends
on
on
a whole bunch of romance or something.
I think it depends on what type of woman you dealing with.
Okay.
Man, foreplay feel like running on a treadmill. That should be like you.
This is true. And let me
15 minutes and it's been 2 minutes.
Let me preface it by saying I'm talking about a real relationship. Now, if you're dealing with somebody that don't mean nothing, they get inside it.
Yeah.
We get that.
What
I'm
side
talking
did
about
look
you
like
in a
you?
relationship.
If that was
Like I said, this is probably why I'm good with having multiple women, because I will lay and cuddle with you and everything. I don't mind going to sleep with you.
Foreplay.
No, I'm saying like I don't
Well, that nigga already a toddler.
when I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the pussy eating nigga like that. But the females that I have, if in the midst of foreplay,
okay, because you don't eat the
I'm not
pussy.
big on it.
So what is foreplay?
All the extras, the kissing on your neck, the massaging you, the rubbing you, the grabbing you a certain way, the bringing you in, the oils, all that shit before that, all the warm up to get you there. It's females that's gonna nut by giving you head. So allowing her to give you the head the way that she want to give you head. It's females that orgasm from giving a man head.
Okay,
so allowing her to do it her way, not making her give you head the way you want head. Letting her do her thing and be into it.
Like
Females do their shit.
They emotionally.
Females nut off of anything. Females can nut off of anything.
I need my TD Jakes meme around this motherfucker. I see you.
Don't take this serious.
We'll talk later.
No, females can nut off anything, so I can understand why they put that time limit on. Like Ant saying 12 minutes. 12 minutes that's in the range of the 10 to 20 or whatever.
Time, though, you know what I'm saying? But like I say,
but you also been with her for 20 years. Sex is gonna be different for y'all. Y'all have to find a way to spice it up. 20 years, I don't know how to be with nobody for 20 years. I can't spice it up that much.
Hey, hold on. I ain't been 20 years yet. Don't throw on extra years on me yet.
15?
What do you say?
15? Yeah. Okay.
16.
Okay.
That's a 5-year-old away from 20s.
I mean, like I said, I know it's a challenge to me. Like I know mine's probably a little trash. Do I enjoy eating and hell yeah.
I eat
but
pussy.
do I do it in a way that pleases me or her? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can be honest and say I think we was talking about movies last week, right?
Yeah.
I can be honest and say I think quickies in movies kind of ruin my perception of what foreplay and sex
media
is.
In movies.
Quickies and
with love.
Cause when in a lot of movies, like remember Soul Food. There are two sex scenes in Soul Food where they were like passionate quickies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you see this, and I was always a huge movie guy, so it's a lot of sex scenes in movies.
Shout out to them sex scenes.
But the majority of them are like quickies. The scene is very quick. So. In my mom and dad, and they're not.
I only got these same 5 minutes this movie is giving me.
Exactly. So now it's like I'm going in here trying to please her like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
and that's not reality.
Well, not true. One of the best sexual experiences I had was a situation like that where I was in a hotel room with a girl to get some shit. I'm about to leave, and she opened the door. I closed the door. We basically just start fucking. But 5 minutes after we go back downstairs.
See, when we get a woman in here, I want to know the complete truth. Do women enjoy quickies like we do? Because they're not nutting as fast as we are. No, our quickie is done when we nut. We can nut like this.
Yeah. I think it's like a scratch that they itch.
On the women again.
Yeah,
some women is nutting ASAP. Some women is nutting as soon as you put your dick in.
Yeah, because the spontaneous.
The spontaneity of it.
Thank you. Okay, I'm like
it's a spontaneous.
Anyway, that of it alone will boost her up right there, way before you. You know what I'm saying?
Again, skinny. We'll talk later. Anyway, fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say now.
But that was just.
Spontaneity.
Yeah. No. So I love eating pussy. That shit turns me on.
Yeah.
Like, I eat pussy for me.
Yeah.
That shit turns me the fuck on. Like, I don't want to slide in some pussy that ain't as wet as it need to be.
Yeah.
And plus, it just turned me on.
That's
I like
why
seeing
you
you. I like
you
seeing
lick your fingers real quick. Bop, bop, bop.
I like seeing a bitch
I'm not
moan.
licking my fingers.
I like seeing the. I like seeing her moan,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That shit, it just turns me on.
But
you know.
Okay, so I know a lot of women, right? A lot of women are more mental, right? I've heard all four of us talk.
Yeah.
Why do we feel like foreplay? Oh, I'm not even gonna say that. Right now, we're expressing that foreplay only begins when we're in the bedroom.
No, you know what's funny? Okay, so I had this is one of my let me say it better. Someone I've been fucking for a long time. we never go out just because it is what it is. And one time we went to go play pool.
Okay.
Let's go play pool, and then that's all we did and have some drinks. But the entire time, all I did was want to fuck her the entire time.
Yeah.
And then when I fucked, her pussy was so wet, and I did nothing.
I mean, that was a connection. You know what I mean? Y'all had that connection, but I don't think a lot of, especially when we get into the years, like when we're getting dressed for dinner, when I take you for dinner, all of that could be foreplay in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the act is like the icing on the cake, and then we kind of get into intimacy. That's the cuddling. That's the talking. You know what I'm saying?
I think that comes with like the flirting.
You got the white shit around your mouth.
Would it be foreplay if you're doing something that's turning her on without you knowing that you're doing that?
For her, yeah.
For her, yeah.
No, I'm saying, would that be considered foreplay for you? Like, would you even? Like,
If
you
you
don't know that you're
that.
doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it could be the same for the opposite.
So it's hard
though.
to identify.
She doing some shit you don't realize
marker.
that she turning you on the entire time. You're just like, I'm ready to fuck the shit out of her.
So I said, I always feel like Missy Elliott's 1 Minute Man, right?
I thought this was going in a completely different direction.
No. That did more damage to us than, in my opinion, TLC No Scrubs, right? Okay. Like that 1 Minute Man that still kills us to this day. Like a lot of women, and I'm not saying in person, but even on social media, right? A lot of women determines how good a man's sex is by 1, his dick, 2, how long he can last, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, how much do men bring that to the bedroom? Like, can I really, really enjoy myself and enjoy you if in the back of my mind I'm thinking about not coming too fast?
Well, that's the third. That's the third one. That's where I think is creating an experience too. I think that's another step or another level. I guess you could say. But yeah,
I'm all about experiences.
Experience.
I'm not really into
When Missy dropped 1 Minute Man, I was a 1 Minute Man. I wasn't. I was cool with that.
You was like, this is for me.
Yeah,
this is for my people.
Yeah, this was made for me.
1 minute for 1 footers.
Got that right.
But I think a lot of men can't really enjoy themselves because they're thinking about not coming too fast.
No, that's facts. Because the only time I really enjoy myself like that, you know what I'm saying, is if I'm just getting head. So, I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, last or anything like that. But, when it comes to me in the bedroom, and mentally, it's like a sport to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, make her come. Yeah. Try to make her come again. You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, I'll get it long enough, so on and so forth. So when he said that immediately, it's like, no, I can't do that. It's very hard for me to do that because then I feel like I didn't satisfy her if I went up in there.
I think
it's not the enjoyment of it. Like maybe that's the foreplay for me.
Almost every woman.
No, it's not even. It's not. But first of all, she can't even suck me up too long and then me fuck. Like if you suck me up long enough, you just gotta finish doing it.
See,
you see what I'm saying?
And I'm glad we get this perspective because Ann is married. I'm damn near there. You two are. I don't know.
For 3 years. Man.
I don't know what you niggas on, but
now bring that up again.
When I'm speaking when I was single, right?
Yeah.
Every woman, including wifey, that I've had sex with for the first time, the only thing in my mind was pleasing her to the point, 1, she acknowledges that I have great sex. 2, so she won't blast me on social media. And 3, don't come too fast to where she feel it's trash. So she won't blast me on social media.
Yeah.
I don't think a decent amount of women don't judge you off that first time if they actually like you. If they actually like you. I'd heard some horror stories about the first time bitches fuck they dudes.
I agree.
And then like that second time be completely different. Or that third time or that whatever be completely different. You know what I mean? But it depends on the woman for me. Just when it comes to foreplay and shit like that, I done come over a girl's house and she was wearing, I didn't know she was gonna be wearing lingerie, sheer, whatever the case may be. At that point, I make it a point to do extra shit or try to make it longer and make it important. Just because you went sexy, let me not just be let this not be a 10-minute session. You know what I mean?
No, that's a part of the foreplay when they got lingerie and shit like that on. You gotta take it off. If you are, I tell a chick all the time, if I'm always around you and you just always
that
naked,
real lingerie, not that shit from La Bonita.
If you always naked, it irritates me.
It's like a Mexican.
Like it irritates me.
It got to be part of the.
It bothers me.
Yep. I'm like,
every time I come over here, you naked, or every time you in the bed, you're naked. You always sleep
Nigga,
naked.
I can't do that,
put an
man.
ankle bracelet on.
If it is one thing, you know, wifey got a double chin now and shit.
Oh,
but no, I'm fucking around. But with the, you know what I mean, with the extra, no, she's getting her body together. But if there's one thing that I've noticed that is just like a complete like nigga just boom, you know what I mean? She get the ass back there like it's huge now. So nigga like. Woo!
I need something.
Like I love a woman's body. Like I love a woman's body. Don't you can walk around the house naked. No clothes.
On this piece
no clothes. I don't want none of that.
I
don't need no crust on my pizza, baby.
If you want me to get you pregnant, wear a shirt and thong on, and that's all you got to do forever, every day.
Nah, man. Chicks out here be sweating and shit. The thong might stink.
Just asshole naked. Walk around asshole naked. That's it.
Hell no. That t-shirt
all day long.
Yeah, it's just hanging off the ass.
I take a t-shirt and hard nipples.
T-shirt.
Oh yeah, that's the '90s right there. That's the '90s.
Yeah,
T-shirt, hard nipples.
T-shirt off, just walk around asshole naked.
No, that's out for me. That walking around asshole naked, my dick not even getting on hard. Like,
not as much. I agree. Because when I see you with that T-shirt on,
nigga,
I want to take it. I want to be the person to take it off. I want to come in there and grab them motherfucker.
That's only doing it for me. Like my first time being around you like that. Like my first time seeing you just being in your house naked. Then it's gonna do. But after a while, that shit don't do nothing for me.
If you just want to see naked bitches, you can go to National Geographic.
That shit takes away from me. It takes away from me. It's a lot of relationships that's been.
There's a lot of documentaries
go
just
bad
naked
for
women on
me.
it.
When I had like 30 pounds ago, when I had that extreme blood flow, nigga, if I walk in the house and you naked,
you said 30?
I'm pre-coming already.
I'm gonna be 50, but keep going.
Hey, fuck you.
That's out.
Hey, y'all ever beat off before going over to Broad House?
Yeah.
Like an hour
I used to back
to
in the
make
day.
sure you gonna last.
I used to
always
back
go
in the
get
day.
head from somebody.
I used to back in the day, but I've noticed that women pay attention to the shit that we don't pay attention to, right? So, say you fucking with this girl and you fucking with this woman and you jack off, right?
Yep.
That second nut is not going to be as much.
Absolutely.
But then you start going over there, you're getting comfortable, and now you're going over there without jacking off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now they can kind of
want to know who you been fucking.
Now they can kind of gauge what you've been doing and shit. Yeah. So, you know.
There was a situation for me. I was very surprised.
You know what? You know what's if you drink some protein before you have sex, it'd be forever before you nut.
Oh shit!
Why is this a scientific fact?
I don't want.
Is this
for me?
Is this the same thing as they?
For me,
there was a situation where I didn't even know I was gonna sleep with this other chick. I was messing with this one girl. I slept with her.
Yeah.
Left. Got home. Other girl was there.
Yeah.
Fuck, legit, like, within the first 5 minutes I got home and came within the first 5 minutes. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
That means you just super, super turned up.
Man.
That
happened.
A lot of times I'm not getting up for no second nut, but if I'm getting up for a second nut, and you know what I'm saying?
I'm only getting up for a second nut if it's a second person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like three women gotta walk in the room asshole naked for me to
That third woman fucked.
No.
She screwed.
Every now and then I'll get up for that second.
She ain't
When I
get
do
shit.
that shit coming fast in the motherfucker.
Yeah, but shout out, man. Have y'all ever taken any pills and shit?
No, I ain't never done that yet.
Oh, but
I want to try once, but I don't know. I'm good.
Man, my
that
bros
time
was
comes,
trying.
then I'll do it. But
My bros was trying to get me to take a pill and shit, man. And I was like, nah, I'm passing.
Yeah.
Man. Like that Viagra and shit. That ain't nothing but a dick filter.
So I heard
Like
from
you're not getting my real shit, fam.
you getting that advice from a nigga, right? But I heard from women because we had this conversation.
Yeah.
Women's like y'all was hyped up about this shit. We was done after 15, 20 minutes. So the next 45 minutes to an hour, y'all just over here fucking. We just like this shit hurt. This shit don't feel good like that.
That's when I'll stop. If I feel like it has to be an experience for me, right?
Yeah.
Like it has to be an intimate experience.
She got to be on ecstasy pills. Because if I would have had that fucking pill when that girl I was fucking, I'm sorry, I apologize. That bitch I was fucking had that ecstasy pill,
Jesus Christ.
it would have been an amazing experience. I'd have been fucking for like 3-4 hours.
It has to be an intimate experience, or I won't be into it. And if I feel like I'm just laying there fucking you, I'll stop.
I don't got 3-4 hours to do shit, but go to work.
You say that now.
You know what I'm saying?
Dick ain't hard in the
I'm
entire
not
time.
motherfucking fucking nobody for 3 hours. First of all, I ain't got the fucking stamina and
You
the
did
rest of
say
my
that.
body to do that. But to look like I go to the fucking gym all the time? Fuck no.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking shit for 3-4 hours.
4 sets of 10, have my triceps ready to
Right,
lock
you know
up.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bitch. 30 minutes in a push-up position?
A nigga be in the Superman pose just humping.
Body be all straight because he done locked up and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, y'all ain't shit. Is there any difference between sex and intimacy?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What is it?
I mean, you'll notice it the first time you get intimate with somebody without having sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got them blue balls and shit. Then you'll notice that shit. You know
I
what
used
I'm
to not kiss this girl for like 3 years. We used to fuck like at least every week.
saying? Yeah.
Intimate is, and I told her. She asked, "Why don't you like kiss me?" I was like, "Cause we're not intimate."
I struggled with this one for a long time.
Yeah.
Kiss
Like
me,
I can have a conversation with a woman. I can I'm not even gonna say a woman. I can have a conversation. I can have a conversation with wifey. I can talk to her. You know what I mean. Yeah. I can do these things, but I struggle with this question, and we haven't. It's been on the bullet point for a while now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I struggle. It's because I struggle with it, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't raised to
show intimacy.
I wasn't raised in a way to show emotional intimacy to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
And I don't think women today are raising boys to women today are raising boys to be emotional intimate either.
See, I disagree. I think there was
they
a.
are.
Yeah, I
Are
think
they?
there was a. I think right now it's
I think
probably
it
the.
wasn't back in our time, but
Yes,
right now it's
exactly.
probably amazing.
I think right now both women and men were doing such a great job of, like, collectively, is trying to mold the future.
Yeah.
Because of the past.
Okay, so most women, like, you'll hear a lot of women, you'll hear a lot of women saying what they want from a man, not sexually, right?
Right.
I'm talking about straight intimacy. Like, I want him to be into me. I want him to, all that Love Jones shit, right? But are women raising boys to deliver that?
I think nowadays, I think so.
Shit, I call bullshit.
I think so.
I think it wasn't going on in our time, like in the 90s or the 80s, probably not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even with your fathers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to be a man at all times. Like, right now, we're in the time of being vulnerable and all the other shit, and we're learning how to love and care and all that.
We said this shit before in another podcast, though, that it was a different time. Like, niggas was going through a different variables and different obstacles to get to where they were. They weren't worried about us and what we had to, how they had to raise us. They were trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to make it. Whatever the case may be. We're a lot more conscious with how we have to be parents.
Yeah.
Like I think I said before, I don't know not one bad dad that's a friend of mine.
No, same here.
Every one of my male friends are amazing fathers.
Yeah, but
they're in their
talking
parents'
about,
kids' lives.
I'm talking about emotional intimacy.
No.
Are our boys today raised as such? And I call bullshit because
How do we know they're not there yet?
I mean, you can see them. The timeline is raising our kids.
I for sure think we are. I think people are like my little cousins. When I look at my little cousins on they timeline on Facebook or whatever, when they get girlfriends, they get girlfriends. I'm like, dang, y'all not players no more. Yeah. Like they be serious about their girls. They be serious about being, into their women.
A lot of that is slanted because a lot of boys at that age look at the woman as well. A lot of boys at that age look at their girlfriends as trophies. Like, yeah, I like her, but damn, she fine too. Yeah, I mean, but I'm talking about love. I'm talking about
got some ugly girls.
I'm talking about being into the woman inside, not the surface shit.
I think the only
I'm saying we don't have kids that are men yet.
Yeah.
So
that's why I said you won't even know.
I can only speak of the teenagers that I see. I can only speak of my little teenage
that was my
little
point.
Teenage
Don't
sons.
know yet.
So no, they are into their girlfriends. They are into their women. They don't mind introducing them and all that. Like me, when I was that age, my dad was like, you can't have no girlfriend. So I didn't want to introduce nobody to my dad.
Yeah.
No, and then my mom, I try to sneak them past my mom as much as possible.
Yeah. I think the only area that's failing is the music, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I think the music ain't teaching them how to, love a woman properly. At least we can say we came up off of that, even though our homes didn't resemble shit when it came to love. We still grew up off of music that taught us how to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to disagree with you.
Oh, you're talking about like R&B.
R&B. I'm talking about R&B.
Just no. I wanted to disagree, and I'm trying to skim through someone that does, and I cannot stop at someone.
Well,
that's relevant.
Can't say that.
That's relevant musically right now.
Well, you have Lil Durk. Lil Durk made his girlfriend a treasure.
No. He's talking about in music, not the actual artist.
No, that's an artist that's in music. Talking about so you have a lot of artists that's like a lot of artists are fucking crybabies now.
We're not artists right here. They're not singing about love. They're just singing. They're R&B because they know how to sing. Oh, the R&B artists back in our day, they sung about love. You see what I'm saying? Sung about dealing with the woman.
Yeah, I can.
It's not the same.
I'm only gonna speak for myself, right? I'm only gonna speak for myself, and I was raised on music. You know what I mean? And I learned a lot from music. Like, I learned, this is how a lot of music, I learned how to, or you should treat your woman like this, or you should treat your woman like this, or you should do that. But I didn't learn how to. I knew how. I mean, someone. It's a difference between someone telling you telling you something versus someone showing you something. Yeah. So I'm hearing it, but I wasn't raised to value the understanding of stability and companionship. Yeah. Like I'm not raised on them principles. I see it, but I don't know how to do it myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody in my family is damn near emotionally unavailable. Yeah. So I was definitely struggling with that. You know what I mean? No one taught me how to sustain that energy with a woman.
If you didn't have an outlet to teach you on accident, like one of the most important people in my life told me that they learned how to treat people because of Hey Arnold. Their parents didn't teach them.
Because of
Hey Arnold? Hey Arnold was like their favorite show growing up. They watched Hey Arnold so much. But like if you watch Hey Arnold, they teach you how to, you know what I'm saying, how not to treat people, like how you shouldn't be bullying, and you know what I'm saying, how to talk to people. They teach you a lot. It's a really chill ass show. Yeah. And that's how they learn how to basically like not interact with people, but like how to treat people. Yeah. And it's just like if you didn't have that, where would they be?
Okay, let me go another lane then, right? Okay. How can I be when we're speaking of emotional intimacy, right? When I'm laying down with my woman and I really want my woman to see the inside of me and vice versa, right? Right. Traditional masculinity say that's almost impossible. Like traditional masculinity says you have to be strong. You have to.
You can be emotional and strong.
I don't think traditional masculinity plays to you and your woman. You see what I'm saying?
Let me finish.
I'm just cutting you right here because I feel like even in media, it showed that when a man wasn't strong, it was because he was coming to his woman. You see what I'm saying?
A lot of, again,
I agree.
we are taught to be super strong,
Correct.
to be independent,
Correct.
and not to feel, not to show emotion.
Facts.
How can you be so emotionally available to your woman, and when y'all in the bed, y'all are just seeing through each other's souls, if you weren't raised to be? How?
Because
Like, it's easy to say I do this, but do you really?
Because it's the same thing. It's the same thing with anything else when it comes to masculinity. You're super masculine outside your walls, but your woman is in that room with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are outside. When you go home, you're who you really are. Who you really are at home in your room when nobody's watching, so on and so forth. And so you can be that with your woman because she's there with you inside those walls.
How do you turn off tradition? How do you turn off?
But the thing is, I was only taught to be hard outside. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nobody walking in my house checking me, asking me what set I was from. You see what I'm saying? That hard shit was for outside for me. So, I can only speak for me, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is for me.
It's a pride thing, too, where you don't want to look like a bitch around your peers.
I mean, I don't even know if I can go that far. I just feel like, how can I be loved, right? How can I truly be loved if I feel like I can't be? And most of us are raised on those principles.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden, you get a woman, it just turns off.
But okay, so then okay, so how do you love in that same scenario?
Yeah. Like, what's the purpose of having a woman in that
And
scenario?
you can't
Like,
love.
you're super masculine.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to want the woman for all of these soft things that she bring to the table. You see what I'm saying? So if you're so masculine, in that case, then you wouldn't even want the woman.
Yeah.
You
Why?
see what
So
I'm
why
saying?
be in
I
a
don't know
relationship
if I
if
can-
you can't feel?
There's a lot of people that are in relationships for the wrong purposes.
For sure, I'm saying
There
that.
are a lot of broken people in relationships.
Absolutely, it's not the right thing to do though.
It's not, but we do.
For why?
The majority of people are broken.
I don't know why, but why though, right? So every humans are codependent, cohesive. Nigga, that's
I was just going code.
this nigga said.
Talented.
People are tape.
Cooperative.
People are tape. No, people are
words.
Humans are codependent. We need each other. Even if you think you don't, you need people, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But if you don't feel, like, if you truly feel like what you just said, what's the point of being codependent? Unless you say some shit like bills, the answer is this is the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Because if you say some shit like bills, completely understand. But if you say all that shit you just said, there's no reason for you to be in a relationship. Because she's not giving you anything that you need because you don't need it. And you're not giving her anything that she's getting because you're not giving it to her.
I'm not disagreeing, right? I'm not disagreeing. A lot of us get into relationships or start relationships too soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of us do that, but that does, again, I shouldn't be in this relationship, but I want to be. And at the same time, I don't know how to be emotionally available in this relationship. Not just on the day-to-day relationship shit, right? I'm talking about in bed when you and your woman are making love. It's like, can I get to a point where this means more to me than just sex?
You said making love though. How are you guys making love if it's just one person making love?
Yeah.
I do my interpretation of making love. I'm giving her my interpretation of making love.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's the right way. But because a lot of relationships lack communication, nothing is really being said. So by the time, this conversation needs to be had, the relationship is on the verge of being over.
Yeah, no. That's one thing that happens in most people's. That's one thing that we're not taught as well. Is we tend to reflect rather than not project, but rather than we tend to reflect rather than be to fix on something that can be fixed.
Yeah.
Right. It's like you rather be this is what we should have did rather than this is what we could have did. This is what we should do.
Relationship struggled a lot with that for the most part of the relationship, me not being able to show love because I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like we wasn't raised. But what Dante's basically saying, we wasn't raised. You know what I'm saying? To love somebody, we didn't see it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But there were many times where I was completely vulnerable, like crying to my woman, like even at the very beginning of our relationship. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think that they. It's one and the other. You know what I'm saying? I think you can, be both or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Two things.
I'm bad at dropping the tears. I'm not dropping no tears.
Two things, real quick.
I didn't cry.
It connects.
I don't know. I got that super masculine thing. Like it's just some shit. I'm just not doing.
Like okay, so like this, right? So like this. Would your masculinity prevent you from crying during sex? So like hold up.
What?
Hold up. So you know how women.
I was not expecting that.
No, I'm asking questions that niggas is uncomfortable asking.
That's not uncomfortable. I just never expected that to be.
I'm saying you know how women, they be so in tune with themselves, your relationship, when y'all making love that they just start crying. You know what I mean? It's not because they sad, but it's like this moment is just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going through
does our masculinity prevent us from feeling the same way?
I think chemically.
I had a situation where I wanted to cry during sex.
Yeah,
I think chemically there's
thousands of times. It's not ever. I never even thought of that shit. Like I don't fucking know. So
I think chemically there's a disconnect.
I don't know if a woman loved me until she cries during sex.
That's crazy.
I don't believe you love me until it happened.
The only time that my wife, I think, has ever cried during sex is if we were fucking after I just got finished, after we got finished fighting or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's ever been that whole, you know what I'm saying? I'm so happy crying during sex type shit. I
felt like that forever. If a female, if I didn't have a moment where you cried during sex or where we was fucking and I felt that one tear run down your eye, I didn't feel like you loved me.
See, I felt like I came up feeling like if she crying, she crazy.
Nah, if I ain't feel that one tear, like when I put my hand on your cheek,
first time, if
I don't feel that one tear, I feel like you didn't love me. And then I also always had it to where since I don't get at women, when I do get at a woman and we start to if we in a relationship, I never believe she want to be there. Mm-hmm. I always, because I hate being on your playing field. I never believe like this. I never believe you really feel for me. So with my oldest daughter, mom, I didn't know that she loved me until I left her. Then when I left her, I was like, oh shit, she was serious.
Yeah.
This goes back to what you said about getting into relationships so fast, right? So I was watching. I fuck with rom-coms. I'm gonna keep it real. I like comedy movies.
I do too.
I like movies that make me laugh. But I'm a homeless romantic, low key on some low key shit. So the best of both worlds are rom-coms to me. Mm-hmm. So I was watching some the other day, and y'all ever heard the movie Comet? It's not really a rom-com, but whatever. Comet, yeah.
No, I never heard of it.
Okay, so in the movie, his girl was tripping. She was tripping. When are you gonna propose to me? When are you gonna propose to me? Blah 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 blah. And then like 5 minutes later, she was like, "It's been 2 years," and I'm like, 2 years? What? Yeah. Right? Another movie. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. We've been I proposed to her 2 years into the relationship, and it's just kind of like this 2-year mark in media, or in movies, is a thing. And I think that we grow up watching these movies and think that that's how fast that shit's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That we learn off these examples and 2 years is fucking wild. Like, you ever seen 5-Year Engagement? They got engaged 2 years into the movie. She was like 2 years ago to this day, he's proposed to her. 2 years? Yeah. You know what I mean? That shit, that's weird. I think that affects us. So that when you say that we get into relationships too fast, I'm not saying if we didn't have movies, people still wouldn't be doing that. But when we have these ideas that this is how it's supposed to be, I think this
just like the whole if you love something, let it go, and if it comes back, that's nonsense. Come on,
because I understand the sentiment, but why let it go if it's real? Like what the fuck?
Right. You know what I mean? And this is
you don't know. Like like I said, I just told you a situation with me. You don't know. So sometimes you have to leave for me to be like, oh shit, it's serious. Like I really feel that. Sometimes you're not in that space. Like I know for me dealing with so many different women.
Yeah.
and having so many women so down for me, I don't know who's true.
But that's okay. But at that point, that's something that you create in yourself rather than what the relationship created.
So that's why letting it go for you is a big thing. Like sometimes you have to let it go because I don't know. I truly don't know how you really feel for me because I'm used to this.
But the relationship never changed. It's your mental state that changed.
Yeah,
true. You know what I mean? Like that's at that point, that's something wrong with you.
I don't know if it's your mental state that changed because your mental state is still the same.
Well, no, but like
it's just
the separation builds affection rather than what the relationship built.
Yeah. Every female I ever dealt with has come back into my life at one point. I ain't love none of them motherfuckers, so I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, apparently, if you don't love them, they still come the fuck back.
I'm a comeback king.
And a lot of people, I mean, a lot of us cause issues in our relationships that we need to deal with internally. Like,
absolutely.
a lot of us, a whole lot of us do a lot of fuck shit around here and disguise it as having trust issues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that type of shit. And you bring that.
There's a lot of niggas that start relationships way earlier than they need to because they still affected off some bitch that hurt them years ago or months ago.
I'll speak as one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no fucking secret. My wife and I got married way too early because of the pressures of her family. That 2-year shit. Y'all having babies. Y'all need to, you know what I'm saying, make this shit official, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I spent the first 5 years of our relationship just fucking every bitch that came along. You know what I'm saying? Because we made that marriage official too soon.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Off of society.
So,
what society's
you know what I'm saying? Not even what society. Off of what her family, you know what I'm saying? Like, they pressured us into this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Period. So, you know, that's just that. But
I've never been big on rushing into a relationship.
I tell people, man, wait till you.
If I want to be with you, I don't.
Both kids and marriage.
The relationship itself wasn't rushed into. It's just the marriage.
I don't think
that's what I'm talking about. Married. Wait till you're married. Wait till you have kids. Until you're 30 to have kids. At that point, you know, you're way more into who you are.
But you said wait till you 30. Though. Even that's an issue because you can't put time on that, and you can't. Like a lot of damaged people get into marriages without working them out. Like I know I have issues.
Yeah, we know you have issues.
I know I have issues, and I don't want to. Like I've been married before. When I was very, very young, right?
We were witness to this.
I was married when I was very, very young. But those lessons stay with me forever. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I understand now how fucking serious
marriage is, right?
Marriage is.
Man, people, like, did you know Steve Harvey was married 3 times?
Yeah.
I didn't know that shit.
Kind of out there.
How the fuck do you write all these books about relationships? You failed 3 times.
I think he took a drug dealer's wife.
Failures, then it, you know.
My bad. The whole thing about like thinking like a man shit. Like you're trying to tell a woman how to be successful in a relationship and you can't be.
Yeah.
So I'm not
trying to teach a woman how to be with him.
I'm not saying that I need to be completely healed before I sleep. I slipped a finger on her. What I'm saying is I need to be better than what I am now because she deserves that.
So that's my point. I don't mean like actual literally 30, but around the age of 30 or after that, you are a completely different person than you were when you were fucking 19.
But even with the age, I think I don't give a fuck if you're 50 or 60. Do not put that ring on no woman's finger until you understand the values and principles of marriage. The values and principles of marriage hasn't changed. We have. And a lot of us make marriage a social decision without really studying, acknowledging how important the values and morals of marriage is. See, we make it a social decision and say, fuck what marriage is about. I want to be seen. I want the makeup. I want the glams and the glitz and glamour. I want the amazing the motherfucking reception. I want the social media pictures. I want all of this shit. But then that shit dies down and it's like, who is this nigga?
How many times have I seen on social media bitches post pictures of their marriage, not pictures of their husband. I mean, my marriage, my bad, wedding. Yeah. Pictures of the wedding. I don't see pictures of their husband like that.
That's the only thing me and my wife did right at the time. You know what I'm saying? Is that we didn't have a wedding. We went to the drive-thru.
I don't want a wedding at all. I want a few of them.
What about you?
A few of the homies.
Exactly.
A few of the homies. This is a motherfucking we decision.
Yeah.
But we've acknowledged though.
But
I want a
she's
few.
not gonna let that go.
We're already on the same page. We are on the same page. But I'm saying, you know, a few of the homies, a few of our close friends, a few close family members, and we make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be this big ass like scene. Because at the end of the day, all you niggas gonna be gone, and we gotta work this out.
I get you, but she's still no matter what y'all agree on, she's still gonna want that to be a special night. You know, as long as
it's dark and it's a full moon, I'm straight.
Well, I did give her the wedding at the vow renewal though, but that was 10 years later after we could afford to actually pay for the shit.
Because at that point, that's a celebration that you guys were together for 10 years.
Yeah, I'm cool. We're cool with a small. We're cool with a small little wedding. Mm-hmm. We're cool with a small wedding and. Then like a reception.
I'm cool with the reception. I think my dad did really good this last time.
Okay.
Where he didn't have a wedding, but he had a reception. 60 people, reception.
Yeah.
And then even though that's still look, you still spend a little money. Yeah. That you spend a lot less than an entire situation and the whole wedding and all this stuff. Then you know what I'm saying, tables. And, you know what I mean? Like it was basically have a party with the niggas. Everyone dressed formally, and we have a DJ with food. That shit is perfection to me at a venue. Yeah, that's what I would want.
My one time thinking about marriage, that's what ruined it. I asked her, "Why do you want to get married?" And she was more on the dress and shit like that. I was like, "Y'all never."
You know what the saddest thing? I see women now because you know they got these they got these TV shows and shit like that, right? Uh-huh. And I see women now excited to get married just so they can complain about the marriage itself. Like, what is it? Bridezilla or some shit? That type of shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Where are we at right now?
It's crazy because, you know, like, the reason why I even married my wife is because I knew I was going to marry her eventually. So I married her then because, okay, I'm do it any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? But what I didn't understand at the time was that once you marry, they're holding you to these husband shit now.
Yeah.
You know, these husband values and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? They're holding you to everything that they see from every other married couple that they see. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't that, you know, shit you get away with when you a boyfriend type shit. You know what I'm saying? It completely changes.
Yeah. And it'd be boyfriend and girlfriend getting married. Yeah. Like we don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I get up there and I'm reading my little speech, I don't even want to make it through that motherfucker. No. Yeah. That's how serious I gotta be about it. You know what I mean? Nigga, the ugly face. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how serious. That's how serious I have to be. And sometimes, and I'm glad that I experienced what I experienced so early. Okay. Because I do understand, this shit is not no joke, bro.
So that's what I was gonna say is one of the issues with marrying early though is that you don't have as much of a foundation. So what you do is go off
foundation.
You go off other people's and you're like, this is how I should be. Yeah. And that's just with anyone that's young in general. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know yourself.
And most of the
I'm going off of what other people are doing.
Your first point is the most important point. Is that whoever the fuck you are at that point is not who you're going to be 10 years later. Yeah. Period. Find out until you come into your own and then make that decision.
See, and that's the end. Before we move on, that's where a lot of relationships and marriages end because there is no foundation. Yeah. And when there is no foundation, you two can't lean on each other to make this work. Yeah. What you try to do is you try to get advice and knowledge from other people. Yeah. But in reality, what you're really doing is you're inviting them into your marriage.
Yeah, and if you're going to do
under the disguise of
a neutral person and not this person's grandma, this person's aunt, go to a neutral fucking person. Really go to a marriage counselor or some shit. Yeah. You're going to see some shit both ways.
It's like this just came to mind because
something just came to mind too for me.
No, something just came to mind because Skinny was talking about vampires, right?
that shit over an hour ago.
Yeah, right. That shit was like 2 hours.
See, but I still forget. I remember. But in a lot of like vampire movies, right? It's like to go into someone's house, you have to get invited in.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right? And that's how a lot of these motherfuckers be when it comes to other people's marriages.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to act like I'm on the outside, right?
Yeah.
And you married and you want to, you want to fix your relationship.
Yeah.
Now, nigga, I'm a vulture. I want to know what's going on.
Right.
And I'm going to put my own hurt and all my own problems on your marriage.
Yeah.
So you come to me for advice, nigga, what you really did was just invite me into your fucking marriage.
Absolutely.
And then at the end of the day, both of y'all are sitting down wondering why this shit didn't work out, not realizing that you just invited another motherfucker into y'all marriage and they broke y'all shit up.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
You know, I'm glad I never was in a relationship long enough to get to that level. But what I
Damn.
God
damn.
well, just because okay, so when I've always and that's I don't know why I just thought about it and made me realize it, but when it comes to difficulties in relationships, I tend to dip rather than work out.
Okay.
And I've always been good at just I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fear.
Always been really good at it.
Fear.
Even in like the most important relationships I've had, it was kind of like so many in and outs because when things would go rough, I can't deal with rough.
Yeah.
I can't continuously deal with rough. I can't live in rough.
Yeah.
I need to live in content or good.
That's why a lot of people. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. And that's why I'm glad I wasn't in a marriage because I'd have been that nigga that was fucking it up as much as possible because anytime it gets rough, I dip.
Okay.
And now, I mean, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
It just life has changed. You kind of understand what marriage is about.
Yeah.
Marriage is about going through all that shit, and even if I'm not conscious, that's what it's about. That's what the foundation of what like a real relationship is, and marriage is when that shit gets tough, you got to work through it, not work through yourself.
But a lot of people can't handle that adversity. You know what I mean? And that's why you see so many people jumping from relationship to relationship.
Yes.
It's because I love the feeling of building something with someone brand new.
They love love.
You get all of those butterflies back. Y'all dating. The sex is super. The new sex is super fucking amazing.
You know what word I hate or the phrase? I'm a relationship person.
No, that just tells me you got a lot of bodies.
That means you're just addicted to love. That means you're just addicted to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, Skinny.
What's going on?
What's going on?
So, because you're not the super feeling guy, right? What are your realistic relationship goals? Like, what are
this shit get real?
what are realistic relationship goals to Skinny?
Like I'm out.
I want multiple women.
I mean that's fair.
I want multiple women. I don't think realistically I can deal with just one woman.
Okay.
I feel like I need multiple women.
You want a polygamous,
A poly
relationship.
Not
Either way,
polygamous.
though,
Is it polyamorous?
Polyamorous.
Polyamorous.
I was looking at you to finish it because I knew you know what I was talking about.
I thought you was about to do some crazy shit.
No, I was trying to say it,
never
and I was
know what
like,
direction
pull
you're going
up.
off in.
I know you know it. So
I
was like,
immediately
Yeah.
like when people be having this conversation. People be having these conversations on social media. I immediately stop talking to you if you bring up polygamy. Like that's not the only like poly.
There's just so many
you know
different
what I'm
poly
saying?
situations.
And it's like, why do you keep?
And
That's why we just say poly
I
now,
just started
because,
looking into it, so the polyamorous makes more sense.
Yes.
But yeah, I would need. I feel I need multiple women. I'm bad with just one woman.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm cool. I'm just with support. Everything I do. Let's not trip off of every little thing. Like I don't like to trip. Period.
Yeah.
So don't trip with me because of it's the walls is dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation. Let's go clean the walls. Like
Yeah.
everything is to me. Life is too simple, and people complicate everything. Life is simple. Like regardless, I'm gonna wake up every day until I die.
Yeah.
Like I could be broke, I could be homeless, everything could be horrible in my life, but it's gonna continue every day until I die.
Yeah.
So with life being so simple to me, let's just make this shit simple. Let's not complicate nothing. Whatever it is, let's figure it out and let's get it done. Let's not complicate shit. So with me, a woman dealing with me, a realistic relationship to me is understanding that life goes on regardless. So let's not go through the bullshit just because you're in your feelings today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know we're gonna work it out.
Yeah.
We know we're gonna work it out.
Yeah. So that's realistic to me.
Yeah. Damn, that shit. Anyways.
Yeah.
Right? I was you put him on the spot. I was like, God damn.
No, that wasn't gonna work.
Little?
I think about this shit all the time.
My relationship goals?
No, just what are realistic goals?
Really?
What are realistic relationship goals?
For me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We don't want to know about.
Remind me when we get on Twitter, man. I gotta give my man the TD Jakes meme, man. He been preaching.
For me, is to begin one. To I think put myself in the space. Just a quick history, real quick.
Okay.
I broke up with my daughter's mom very shortly after she was born.
Okay.
And then like maybe like a year later, I was like, man, I got a daughter. I got to be in a relationship. I can't just be sleeping with all these women. So I think like shortly after that, between the ages of 2 and my daughter's 9 now, so like 7, I had 3 girlfriends. All 3 of them had kids. And then after the last one, I was like, I can't keep doing this girlfriend and kids and introducing these women to my daughter. And then I was like, we would break up. Then it would be like, when are we going to see her and her daughter? We're going to see her and her kid. We're going to do this. We were doing things together as a family.
Yeah.
So after the last one, I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. So I stopped dating completely, like for the longest. Like,
Yeah.
I think the past 2.5 years, I maybe kind of took someone seriously for a month.
Okay.
And then after that, and I was like, I was right. Didn't introduce her to my daughter. Didn't even, no. I mean, a month, of course, you shouldn't. But, like, I just didn't want to. And I still, for the most part, don't. But I think that's the goal for me, is to at least get in the mindset of, all right, it's okay to start that process.
Okay.
All right.
That's just it with me.
Okay.
Oh shit, for me, man, it's just real relationship goes. Well, shit, I guess I gotta say my real relationship. You know what I'm saying? We've already reached a point where we accept each other for who we are, being that we finally found out who we grown to be. So as of right now, it's just being able to accomplish the yearly, annual or biannual goals that we get set. You know what I'm saying, and continue to build on that, because everything we do, we just build on. We've already done a good job of raising the kids and all of that.
That's some Smith shit
See
right
them
there,
out
man.
into the world. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we may or may not be in another poly relationship. It just depends on whether or not we can finally like the same bitch or not.
Or we can find out if she has fat enough ass.
Fat ass.
Fat ass.
Just as long as she keep walking around the house naked, I'm good.
Yeah. I base this on my what goals that I'm trying to accomplish in our relationship, right? Not just what our realistic relationship goals. I really base this on my relationship.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid of what you're gonna say. To be honest, I'm just like,
it's not.
he's.
Shout out to wife.
I'm in my relationship bag today, man.
We see.
I just want to. I want us to be genuinely happy with one another.
Yeah.
Like if you was to turn everything off, no phones, no TVs, no nothing, no distractions, no nothing.
Yeah.
Could our conversation hold up?
Okay.
Is
it just based
Can
on
our conversation hold up? And could we be genuinely happy just talking to one another without thinking about, oh, I need to check my phone, or oh, what's on TV, or oh, what's trending, or oh, what the kids are doing, or any of these questions. Of course, we worrying about the kids, but I'm saying, how you can get into a conversation, or you could be laughing with somebody so much that you forget about time. That type of shit, like that, I think that is a rarity
That
today.
is extremely rare. I've said this before, where I've thought about. Does she listen? I've thought about making it work with someone in the past because they're always there. They're always there.
Yeah.
But I have this thing where I'm like, if I want to travel at some point in my life, when I want to travel. If I'm stuck with that person, I will not be happy. If it's just me and that person on a 7-week trip to anywhere, and it's just me and that person, I will not be happy. But she'd be there for me, supportive, all that good shit that women are supposed to be. Yeah. But we would not have I'd rather not have conversations by ourselves. Yeah. So and then I had a conversation with another friend where she was like, I'm at the point where I want to start dating someone that I think that looks, that will be there for me, and I can have my friends for everything that he won't be. Yeah. And I'm like, and I told her that, and I'm like, but you go on a trip, what are you gonna do? Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna be unhappy. Yeah. And it's like, which one is right, which one is wrong?
Yeah, I mean, because it's easy to be quote unquote happy when you have so many other distractions around you. Yes. Yeah. But can this happiness hold up when it's just y'all two? Yep. Nothing else, no one else.
Phone down.
Just y'all two.
But is it supposed to? You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, it's not. No. If you're saying no phones, no nothing, no one else around you, just y'all two. Yeah, y'all can enjoy time together. But eventually, if y'all were locked in a home for fucking 100 days together, y'all gonna drive each other insane. Yeah. See, the beautiful thing about life is that you can enjoy all these things around you together. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
But a lot of these things, like me and wifey could be in a room together, right? Yeah. A lot of these things are I can be quote unquote happy. Mm-hmm. I can be happy with the environment, but I'm not happy with my woman. Yeah. And I'm distracted by everything else. Okay. But I'm saying that at some point, like a lot of people, if you just put a couple in a room and shut everything off, they'll be thinking like,
but that's a case by case scenario, because he's right. Because what if I'm a dude that just wants that? What if because I'm not a simple dude, but let's just say I am, right? Yeah. Where I just want my woman to cook, clean, fuck me when I need to, and do the stuff she needs to for the kids. Yeah. And that's the basis of what I want my relationship to be on. Yeah. At that point, anything after is a plus. Okay. You know what I mean? So if we don't have that connection like that, that's just, I don't care about that. Yeah. She did all the shit that I think that's important to my values. Yeah. But I'm not that type of person.
Yeah, I think my wife and I are headed this way. Obviously, we won't know another 20 years, 30 years, hopefully. Yeah. I think like the goal really is to, like, when you're not able to even have sex, to still be able to enjoy each other. Yeah,
that's what I think. If you, at the end of the day, you are going to be sexually unattracted to your fucking spouse. That's just gonna happen at some point.
Well, yeah, it might happen, but at some point you're gonna need a pill to get it up too. You know what I'm saying?
It's just fucking physics, mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? At some point, both of you guys are gonna look like a bag of rubber. Right. You know what I mean? But if you have your best friend, you are going to want to be around your best friend.
That's why I asked Dante, like, is it a conversation? Because a lot of the times, the time that my wife and I enjoy today, we're not even talking, but we're both in our zone. I might be chilling, playing Madden. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
that's different.
That's why I said. That's what I'm saying. A lot of us are happy with the environment. Yeah. But I'm saying, a lot of us are happy with the environment, and our woman is in that environment. Yeah. But if you took those things away, would you still be happy in that environment?
I worked as a bartender. I was a bartender, right? Okay. And the one of the fucking
you was a bartender with that mustache.
What? I don't.
Howdy.
Anyway,
Warner.
Anyways, so
the white bar.
One of my pet peeves as a bartender is when guests come and they're in a couple and then they just stare at you. They want you to initiate the conversation and continue the conversation, and they're on vacation. Yeah. I hate that.
That's too much pressure as a bartender.
No, but that's what a lot of people do. Wow. A lot of people do, and I get it. I get it for your local bartender. Like, okay, I know these people. Yeah. We're gonna have a conversation. Yeah. But it's just a pet peeve of mine because I don't want the stranger to make this conversation, because that's what's happening. You're right. I need to be distracted. As a couple, me and my wife came for you to distract us so we can have a conversation. Yeah. Instead of us talking, we want to have a conversation with you. Yeah. And that annoys me. It annoys me. Yeah. And it's a pet peeve of mine. And I always pay attention to that. And I'm like, I don't say they're not happy, but that can't be me. Yeah. I don't want to be that couple where I go to a place and I'm like, hey, stranger, entertain me.
Yeah.
Can you be happy individually though? Like, I don't
What do you
know.
mean?
Like, I just want you to be happy without me. Like, I want you to be happy without me.
That's a problem in a
when
lot
I'm-
of relationships.
Because I think I'm big on like the energy that when I'm around you. So if you're just not happy, your energy is just always bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a situation where her energy is always bad because she's just not happy.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just not happy. So her energy is just always bad. So whenever I'm around, I don't feel like being around. Like, I don't want to be around this person because their energy is bad.
A lot of people don't.
They're not happy.
A lot of people want saviors. Like they want people.
Yes.
They want. I want people to
happiness.
feel sorry for me instead of just waking up and saying, "Man, I'm not fucking feeling like this today."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm changing my attitude, but people don't realize that. Yeah, after one or two times you going through something, after one or two times, you know, someone may genuinely care for you. Yeah. But after that, it's gonna be like, man, she's not gonna kill I'm having a good fucking day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, it's a lot of people that I feel like wouldn't know what the fuck to do if they had a good day.
You gotta understand that those type of people walk away from. If you're in a room and there's that one negative person will you will, if you physically watch, people will start to walk away from that person.
Yeah.
If you're the person that not everyone likes, but if you're positive, people will walk up to you just simply because you're a positive person. So, hey, how you doing, buddy?
I think with me, that's the reason why when I deal with women, I try to be happy around you or happy with you.
Yeah.
Prior to sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want women around me at all times. I always want a woman around me. I always want a woman around me. So I try to build that first. Like, before I have sex with you, before all that, I want to be able to be around you to where we can sit here and just chill. If we just sitting here not doing nothing, is good. Like, this is good energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't always want to pick up my phone, like Spencer's saying. I don't always want to pick up my phone. I don't always want to look at shit. Yeah. Right now, I always have to have my phone in my hand because I'm always doing something with, the podcast and everything we got going on. But outside of that, like, I want to be able to just put my phone down, you here, and I ain't got to worry about this motherfucker going off or nothing. I want that before sex.
Yeah.
Before sex, I want that. So I don't rush into having sex with nobody.
Yeah. No, there's times where I do that to respect a girl's time. And there's times where I do that because I don't give a fuck about my phone at this moment. Yeah. I'd rather it be the second one.
Yeah. So my other ones, I put down 5. So I gave y'all 1. Okay. My other one is I put down 4. I'm sorry. The second one will be having true trust. Like, I think that's the most forgotten piece in any relationship. Is having true trust.
That means like your life.
That's what I look at it as.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's the only thing I look at it as is, I trust my wife in my life, and that's that. You see what I'm saying? Not saying I don't trust her with other places. I'm just saying that's the highest trust I can have for her. You know what I'm saying? I trust her that if it was in a predicament where somebody was offering her something to do me, do something bad to me, she's going to choose, what I'm saying, not to accept that. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, that she's going to let me know that somebody's trying to do something bad to me. You see what I'm saying? And that's the biggest trust you can have.
My third will be being honest with each other. Like, complete honesty. Like, can I tell you everything that's on my mind? Not just the good shit. Not just the shit that'll make you comfortable. Like, the shit that...
That's a big one.
Like, the one time I said on a podcast that it's not gay if you suck one dick, but 2 dicks. It makes you gay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you fucked it up, Tank.
I did fuck it up. Yeah, I was referencing the Tank thing.
Yeah, you fucked it up, Tank.
But okay, but if we're as wild as that is, if we're using this situation, using the Tank situation, right?
That's what. Yeah.
Can a man, or can I, like, if I'm the man saying this, which I'm not. Please, I'm not. If I'm the man saying that, can I be honest enough with my woman to tell her that?
Okay, so
I don't know if like,
if she react negatively though, how would you feel?
I mean, that's okay, and I think that's okay if she react another lost piece in relationships is a lot of us don't know how to have disagreements without fighting.
True.
And it's like I'd rather shut up because I know it's just gonna be a fight. Like we can't have a disagreement because if we have a disagreement, it's going to turn into a fight. Somebody's gonna have to sleep on the couch. Somebody's going to be upset when we go to sleep. It's gonna linger the next day. We can't just have a civil disagreement.
That's not even relationships. That's society. We can't live in disagreement now. Like if I disagree, on average, if I disagree with you, I just don't want to be bothered with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the internet. I disagree with you. I can't understand who this person is.
I don't have a problem being honest with my wife today, but I hate going back in the past and her asking me some shit about the past and me having to be honest about that. I cannot stand talking about the fucking past, bro. That shit will make me upset, like livid. You know what I'm saying? And so
I hate repeating my honesty. That's the only thing I don't like doing. I don't like telling you who I am, what I do, and who I and then you constantly asking me about it, and you're being surprised. At
that point, you want a different answer than the truth.
I don't know why, and I'm only speaking for women because I used to be in this position where I would have to repeat something that I knew hurted a lot. Like, why do women? Why do women want to hear something that's going to hurt them twice? Like it's going to change.
That's just emotions, though. That's just a reaction. I'm gonna assume.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that's just a reaction, right? Like, because at that point, you know what you're just reacting. Women react.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, this is why I hate going. Because when I have to talk about the past, I got to talk about another bitch. You see what I'm saying? And then I have to talk about a bitch I already told her about, but it was 10 years ago, and she forgot, so she want to know again.
What's that
you know
about?
what I'm saying? Like that's stupid shit.
We over under 10 B words this episode.
Oh, we definitely are.
They're on the B words. I'm doing super good right now.
Me myself.
Compared to little, I'm down here.
I know I've used it one time. I said one time. One time.
Was that the bitch counter?
I don't know. I should have did it.
My last one, the last one I have, and the one I struggle with completely, is communication.
Okay, I'm good at that.
Me too.
Now, but when I say now,
my communication
about
is
a year and a half,
my
2
communication
years.
is ass.
Yeah.
Like you almost have to guess what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know what?
Or how I'm feeling.
You know what? I'm really good at. I'm really, really, really good at is preaching communication, and then when something I don't like, I close off.
Okay.
I'm a really good communicator, but then once something bothers me, I just disappear.
I think I'm not a good communicator at all. And then when I do speak out about something I truly care about, like even even in the group chat, right? When I'm talking to you guys, and it's like when I'm responding to things, when I'm typing it, and then when I send it, I'll be like, was that right? Like, is it too cold? Is it too harsh? Like,
Pretty cool. I mean, this should get real deep.
I'm not bringing up nobody's situation, but
right.
Nah, fuck you.
I'm saying like when I have to communicate some shit, and it's not something that that's always totally nice. I don't know how to not make it so cold.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
At the same time,
And then my intentions are not of that. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like I'm just.
I think in any situation, I think you have to build up to comfortability to be able to just be straight up.
Yeah.
Any situation, relationship, friendship, your coworker, you don't just start in month 2. You're just like, you know what, Samantha, I don't like the way you smell. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever the case.
Even in my relationship, when we have our issues, I go completely silent.
Yeah.
And I go completely silent is because, like, if I say something, it's gonna be, oh my God, you hurt me.
Yeah.
Crying and shit.
The way it is.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, that's not my intention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to make.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be tripping, babe, if you shaved the pussy once a month.
Hey, no, she
I'm
did,
bad at communication.
and she did shave too. She got like a little mullet now, but it's cool.
Oh, that's. Oh man,
I'm
that's
horrible.
unfortunate.
I'm horrible at communication.
Shout out to black
I've always been.
Shout
that way.
out.
I've always been bad at communication. With like, I just want shit to be simple.
Yeah.
So
we all do, man. And then when it gets complicated, I'll be like, fuck.
Yeah, so I'm bad at communication.
You know
When it
what I'm
comes to
saying?
that shit, I don't want to talk about nothing because I always feel like I'm always repeating myself. And
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Someone told me I beat a dead horse, and I was like, my response to that was, it's probably because you ain't giving the answer I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when we wake. It's like when we wake up. in
And
the
I
morning.
hate that. I hate people that do that.
Yeah.
That steady pick at, like, I gave you my answer. If you don't like it,
Yeah.
go on about your life.
Yeah.
Like, leave me the fuck
Yeah.
alone. Stop talking to me. Go run in front of a bus for all I care. Just leave me alone.
My problem is that, and this has been throughout life, is that I'm so blunt when I talk that I just learn not to say shit.
Man, there you go.
And then,
Yeah.
but the problem is when it carries into the relationship, I'll go through a whole bunch of shit, or this is how I used to be. Like I say, year and a half, my communication's been good. But I
A year and a
hold
half.
back for about a year. Yeah, 16 years I've been
Yeah,
with
that's
her.
what I was
For
like,
a year and
what?
a half, my communication's been good.
That's
Before
so
then,
good.
everything I
Okay.
just won't say shit. But then when it comes to the one thing I cannot fucking pass up,
Yeah.
that comes out, and then everything I held back for the last 2 years
Yeah.
comes out also.
It's
So
like-
it seems
it's
like
like-
a fucking
Oh,
assault
yeah,
when
yeah,
it does
yeah.
come out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so
It's
that
like
shit toxic as
it's
fuck.
like
Yeah.
when
So
I
you like Ryu after he really built up this
Yeah,
thing.
it's ultimate special.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like when
Street
when
Fighter
we, you know,
39.
it's like when we wake up in the morning and go on the internet and see, you know, people taking our content. And
Oh
shit.
my God.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like why can't life just be simple? Like, why can't you just come up with your own?
This
Yeah,
is.
If we're gonna use our shit, communicate that. You know what I'm saying? Say I got this from them views, those.
To be fair, some of them did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they
They
didn't.
said that. I saw the comment. Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't. I never.
You
seen it.
you posted it. You sent it to
I've never seen it.
you.
But I
To
want,
be fair.
I want shit to be simple because my dad always made shit simple.
Yeah.
My dad always made everything so fucking simple. So to me, it's like that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? My dad always was like, "Well, did you die?"
Yeah.
Like it was always a
But did you
simple.
die?
Yeah, it
But
was
did you
always
die?
it was always a simple answer. Like Dad, this not going right. This not going right. And he like, okay, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like tomorrow gonna come regardless. So it always was like, damn, I'm beating myself up over nothing. So my dad always made shit so simple that I want everything simple. My mom was kind of complicated,
I mean,
but I did this. I shut my door on my mom. Like, all right, mom, I'm gonna go in the room and shut the
It's
door.
because she was so complicated.
Because I grew up like white people.
this one
You didn't say that.
this one
Well, I will say this though is one thing that I learned within these last few years is that like my love language for the people listening is how you want people to love you because this is how you love.
Because I don't understand that shit.
that love language shit is the new Zodiac.
I don't understand that shit.
So it's
Fucking-
basically for I don't make anything of it. I'm going off of the conversations I've had with people. So basically, it's so like okay. So I treat you a certain way because I in turn hope that you will treat me the same way. I'm a nice guy and respectful guy.
Yeah.
I hope that you'd be nice and respectful to me. So that's the same thing with people in their how they love. So a lot of women who give guys all these things and all this stuff is because they don't get it and they want it back, right?
Okay, so that's their love language.
That's their love
man, that
love
shit is-
language,
okay.
right?
Nigga, that's
So
like
one thing
Zodiacs.
one thing I realized is that I expect who I'm with to love the same way I do.
Yeah.
And I think that's normal with any person. But like I had like people love differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You saying I love you once a year may be the way you say it if you've never said it to anybody ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as a nigga or as a person, if you're used to hearing I love you from let's say your parents always told you that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Used to hearing it, then someone not saying it as much as you expect it will feel like you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not wrong, it's just different.
All right. Hey, before we get out of here, I want to ask y'all a serious question. Because y'all new to this. I want to ask y'all a serious question. How do y'all feel when y'all see our content out there and we are? No. This is serious, and I'm not. I ain't never been. I done told Skinny to hold it back a few times.
Sure.
I ain't never been that nigga to shit on what other people do.
Yeah.
You will never hear me, and I'm not gonna say no names if the shoe fits or whatever the fuck. I ain't saying no names. But how do y'all feel when y'all get up in the morning and see content that clearly came from us and us not getting credit?
The easiest
for it?
way for me to
I
say
just want to go ahead.
is we did fucking dad jokes 3 years after the original people did it.
Got you. Okay. Finished up.
But did you name it something different and try to act
No,
like
no,
it was your original
All I'm
shit?
saying is there's always an originator.
Okay, but this is the thing. I don't. You guys,
That is.
y'all gave.
I'm sorry.
Before y'all even did.
You trying to attack me?
Y'all gave credit to that. The only thing is, you know what I'm saying, if you gonna speak on the same shit we speaking of, give us credit. We don't mind the conversation.
Yeah.
Continuing.
Mm-hmm.
Tag the fucking podcast and continue the conversation. Then do it on your shit.
Yeah.
Kobe did every time he
Or
took a
say
shot.
it on there.
Kobe
Yeah, say it on there,
every
do something.
time Kobe took a shot, he didn't say Michael Jordan.
And the crazy thing is, how y'all having a conversation without us when we bring this shit?
But,
Like,
hold
come
on, wait.
jump on the shit.
Well, what you said about Kobe. But anytime Kobe was questioned, he said, like, Michael Jordan is the reason for this. Michael Jordan is the reason for this.
Yeah.
That's if you're questioning though. How many people are questioning podcasts? Where do you
Okay.
think it's from?
Okay, so I'm in, and I'm only having this conversation because we're all four here, and I don't give a fuck. We ain't hiding no shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, this didn't just start. I'm asking because y'all new to this,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Me and Skinny and the ladies have been going back and forth since our inception about motherfuckers taking our shit.
Right.
Right? I'm asking y'all because y'all are new.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in your position, right? I never say anything for one because I feel like I'm a humble dude. I ain't never been the type to boast and brag about anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only time I did say something is when I clearly heard a comment. I think it was like last week when I was like the podcast when that line was. I just literally said this like.
Yeah.
A week.
Yeah.
But the only time I pointed out, because we're not the originators. I understand we're not the originators of the conversation, right?
Yeah.
Someone is
no.
Hold up.
Someone say some shit we do. Need
No.
to give credit for.
I'm saying.
The dick bell.
No. Like I'm saying. I'm the majority of the time I'm on little side. Like when I see it, we'll put it in a group chat, we'll laugh about it, but it motivates me to keep on creating because I know we're influenced. Now we're influencing motherfuckers at this point. You know what I'm saying? We're influencing. We are creating the content that leads our little social media box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that is my motivation. But on the flip side, when we post something, or we post a video, or we post some audio, or we have a conversation, and then 2 days later, or a day later, it's the same fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
The same fucking shit.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm looking at you like, man, your credibility as a quote unquote creator
Mm-hmm.
is all lost.
Yep.
Because the timeline creates for you.
I'm with not saying shit. Like I'm with. I understand that everybody there's an originator to everything. You know,
Yeah.
like I understand that. Like, but I'm also with. I respect the people that paid homage to who they paid homage to when they felt like it was an originator. Like, Chris Brown being like, well, I got on this dancing because of Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect that too. Yeah. Like we didn't say, oh, we doing dad jokes because it's never been done.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to act as if it's never been done.
Yeah.
If that's what's going on, then that's fraudulent.
It's a lot of fraudulent shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that be my thing. Like sometimes you could just be like, you know what? I heard this on here, and this is my take on it, and I feel like I can give a better take on it. I could spin this better, because you might be able to spin what we said better, or since you didn't heard it, you got a different outtake of it. You know what I'm saying? Like we giving you our original thoughts at that original time. Yeah. If it came back to us 2-3 weeks later, it'd probably be a different kind of conversation. Yeah. So I'm not mad at that. I do your thing.
I disagree with having to necessarily be like, this is where we got this conversation from. But I will say, if you are using or being influenced by that many people or a specific place, then when people start giving you love and start giving you all this appreciation and attention, then if you don't mention where a lot of your content comes from, like I love Dave Chappelle, y'all know that. A lot of my humor and a lot of my cadences comes from him. Yeah. So if I started, let's just pretend I started becoming a comedian and I never mentioned Dave Chappelle, and I got big, I'm fucking fake as fuck.
Okay, let me ask you.
You mentioned him all the time on this podcast.
I'm saying that was an example.
Let me ask you something because you clearly know how us three feel.
And you got your cape on.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something because
that was subtle as shit.
Okay, before we cut this shit off, and y'all getting raw conversation right now. Before we cut this off, raw conversation, no names. Before we cut this off, not only the shit that we put into the group chat, right? Mm-hmm. The shit that you see. How much of it do you feel we're reaching, and how much of it do you feel motherfuckers clearly taking from us?
Oh. At first, okay, I'll say this for sure because we're new, and you listened to the podcast like that before, so I didn't like that because I'm not a huge podcast listener. Okay. When you were posting it at first, I thought it was reaching. I was like, oh, it ain't reaching. And then the more you did it, and I was like, oop. The more you did it, and the last one, I'm like, oh god damn.
I don't know what it was. I tweeted about it a couple weeks ago.
I was like, I'm done doing stuff.
It's that weekly thing where somebody taking something from Dante, you know what I'm saying? Content from Dante or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Because
that was weeks ago.
But the nigga...
Only because I look at it like this.
But to take a whole visual?
Spence do say shit that I've never heard before.
Yeah, because this nigga's crazy.
I've never heard that angle before. Like him saying, oh yeah, I was dating this girl, she cheated on me with a dude that was handsome. I'm like, wait, so you admit it was a cute nigga? I've never heard that before.
Yeah, facts.
So when I heard it again, it's like, nah, bro. I'm 35 years old. I've never heard that.
We never heard that conversation before. That whole conversation that Spence brought, we never heard it before.
So it's because this nigga's crazy. He said Bobby Valentino's first album was trash, and then he also said Harlem Nights is bad. We need to lock this nigga up. That's why we don't hear shit like this.
I didn't say Bobby V's first album was trash. I said the second one was.
So I understand that it will create a conversation outside the podcast. We talked about it for 2 hours at the Hideout. Yeah. Shit, he said we talked about it for 2 hours. I got video of an hour of us talking about the same shit that we spoke about on the podcast. Yeah. So I understand it creates conversation because it's new. Mm-hmm. It's new to a bunch of people. It was new to everybody in my house at that day. Everybody was like, whoa, hey, he said that on the podcast? Yeah. So he had to break it down because we just showing a clip and everybody was like, wait, what the fuck is y'all talking about? So we had to break it down and we ended up having a whole dialogue about it. So I understand that part. I'm not mad at that. But sometimes you have to say, like you said about Dave Chappelle, sometimes you have to say, you know what? This dude said this, so this is why this is a conversation. Have your conversation because it's a dope conversation. And like Spence said when we started the podcast, that's what he started the podcast for, to create a conversation.
Shout out to all the listeners out there. That's all I want to say.
But y'all get, this is raw dialogue right here, and I just wanted to get you guys impressed with that because sometimes I put it in the group to be funny. Sometimes I put it in the group to be funny, but I do be like, at times I do want to say something, right? Because if you don't take credit for the shit that you create, someone else will.
You can only be poked so many times before you react.
And then,
but we first on that timeline, so it don't matter.
But the
timeline though, but everybody have a different fan base. Yeah. It's kind of like I'm not big on Corey Holcomb, right?
I get what you're saying.
I'm not big on Corey Holcomb. So if I listen to somebody else that has similar content as Corey Holcomb, which I did, was a dude named Kane on YouTube.
Yeah, oh my God, I was just thinking about that shit the entire time we were talking about this shit.
It was a dude Kane. So Kane would
How
always...
damn I rock.
How damn I rock, which he went whatever.
He's important to me.
Past that, he was a big part of me when I first came home from prison. He was a big part of conversation with me for YouTube. Okay. So I remember him one time saying, "Man, I got all this content from Corey Holcomb and another guy that had passed away. Another comedian that had passed away.
His name started with Pete. Keep going."
So I remember him saying that, and me being like, "Oh shit!" So it made me go back to watch these comedians. Yeah. So sometimes you just not in the same space as them people. Like, we're small, so it's a lot of conversation that people are creating.
Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah. He brought up Patrice O'Neal. And I had never heard Patrice O'Neal before. And I was like, oh shit, okay, let me go listen to Patrice O'Neal because I was such a Kane fan. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people that's not gonna somebody's a new fan to somebody else. Yeah. So my content may not ever, it might get to other people, but the person who took it from me may not ever let it be known that they took it from me.
So you know what I was gonna say about Kane is that he is a godfather of YouTubers. He's a godfather of YouTuber, right? YouTube. And then what started happening is that he was, he's like the whole editing and cutting and that he was one of the first people to do it. Yeah. And then he created an amazing following.
So he's like the Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons is like
the godfather of the
podcast.
Okay, so he was doing that, right? And then what started happening is they started finding out that where he started getting a lot of his information from, or a lot of his, not a lot, but some of his content. Yeah. But like when we were talking about that, I kept thinking about him because I'm like, so many people have gotten so popular off of the way he does it. Yeah. And he now is kind of loopy, on some other shit. Yeah. He's not popular like that. He's not big. Other people are huge off of what he created. Right. Is it fucked up?
Majority of Instagram comedians.
Anyone, YouTuber, anyone. He was like a godfather of it. Yeah. And certain people, specifically black content creators in social media, like YouTubers, Instagrammers, TikTokers, or fucking Viners, they will acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the godfathers. Yeah. Not everyone will.
But the godfather never gets that attention. You know what I'm saying? Dr. J will never get the attention he deserves.
Yeah.
I just
but then you got certain players that come in and say, yeah, I got this from you.
Yeah, well, I'm just talking about from the general public. Right. As, nobody puts Dr. Dre up there with Jordan. Dr. J with Jordan
that's
and all that.
But that's the only thing that gets to me.
Yeah.
What gets to me is you like I want you to be that player that succeed. I want to see everybody succeed. Yeah. But still be able to say, you know what, I got this hook. Yeah. Jump shot from these people. That's it.
Yeah. That's like that. I think that the whole conversation in general from that day, and I'm not even just speaking on that.
No, this has been going on for.
I'm not just speaking on that situation, but that to me, as people, as the creator of the podcast, right?
Right.
Humble brag.
No, not at all. I'm just fucking not at all. I feel like I feel as a creator of this podcast, I feel like people know. I don't really speak on. I said it before. I don't really speak on wins. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I speak on all the losses, but I don't really speak on wins. You know what I mean? I'm very humble in that way. Yeah. Right? I use my wins as motivation. I don't need them to be outward. Yeah. I'm very, very humble, but at times I do want to be like, I mean, not only did you take that, you took a rare take. Yeah. You took some shit that no one has heard. Yeah. And so, to me, it was like, now if I say something, because if I say something, everybody know I talk shit. Yeah. Now, if I say something, I'm going to make you look really, really bad. Right? And then now all of a sudden, that humbleness is gone. Yeah. And I may.
Well, if you want to say something,
in a lose-lose situation.
I'm in a lose-lose situation because if I say something now, I'm going to put you in a body bag.
But I will say
and then it takes the humbleness away, and I may lose.
There's no what am I thinking of? Like, humble isn't a limit. There's no limit to humble. If you're humble, then that. You know what I mean? That's what you are.
But I
need to be humble. I'm humble for this, but then they make me not want to be humble. Humble people are humble.
Yeah.
But people hate people that take credit for their shit.
For sure.
Yeah. And I'm not even gonna say, and you know, I've never been singular. I always big up my team. I've never, when it comes to views, it's never singular to me. It is always the team, and that take came from content that Ant created. A lot of the shit about the rom-coms and how we look at love came from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of the shit that we talks about come from Skinny. You know, it's a group effort, and we just bring our takes to it. Yeah. Like the conversations that we have, people have had them a million times.
Yeah.
But our takes are what makes us stand out. The shit that we say is what makes us. The shit that we say about these topics make us stand out.
Yeah.
And when someone you're not just taking the topic. Fuck the topic. You're taking a take.
Yeah.
You're taking a take and not giving credit. That's an issue. And as a content creator, quote unquote influencer, I can't look at you like that.
Yeah.
You just talk about shit that's on the timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah. That like I said, that's simple what it is for me. For me, that's it. Just pay
And I ain't
homage.
gonna never bring this shit up again.
Yeah.
I just want to.
Listen. I've been wanting to bring this shit up forever. I've been wanting to bring it up forever because I just feel like pay homage. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing, how you doing it. I want everyone to succeed. I'm one of them people.
Absolutely.
That I support everyone,
Absolutely.
and I really want to see everyone succeed.
Absolutely.
I'm that dude. I will share everybody's shit.
Yeah.
I don't even have to like it. I will share everybody's shit. I just want to see you go somewhere.
And I don't even think about it. I don't
Yeah.
even, when I support, I support. I don't even fucking think about it. And I think the universe has continuously paid me back for it. When I listen to podcasts, I don't listen because I want them to listen to us.
You know how I know you niggas lying right now? Because y'all didn't support and share the Nick Cannon mixtape. You niggas is fraudulent.
I did.
I did say something about it. But
said something about
I genuinely like podcasts.
And I thought it was decent.
I genuinely like podcasts. When I listen to a podcast, I'm breaking it down because I want to. And a lot of the times I get the timeline popping from y'all shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to say this is where I got this from. But I'm not bringing it to this motherfucker.
Yeah.
When we do this shit now, I'm in my world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm in my fucking world. I'm
my
not
world
going to talk. I'm not going to talk on this shit. Nor am I going to take nor am I going to take a nigga's visual.
Yeah.
A visual layout, bro. Come on, fam.
Another humble we never take shit from the timeline and bring it here.
Well,
this is all brainstorm shit.
If it's music, I'll bring it to the timeline because we genuinely love music.
I'll say a homie. I'll be like, a homie told me this. Homie said this shit.
Yeah.
That's my way of doing it. Just because the homies told me this shit. Like, you know, I was having a conversation with the homie. I'm not gonna say her name or his name.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's just paying homage. Like, I don't. Everything I did outside of views, or I've always said, like, I'm thanks to Spence for this part of me. Thanks to this person for this part of me. Like, I don't mind paying homage to a reason why I create however I create. I don't mind that. When I feel when you're a rapper and you say you don't mind saying Tupac is my favorite or Biggie is my favorite or T.I., whoever is your favorite rapper, you saying that because you want to show like this is the reason why I do this or I sound like this or whatever. Yeah. That's it. You don't have to go suck nobody dick or you know what I'm saying, all the kissing ass. You don't got to do all that. You don't have to do all that. But we all in the same world. We all looking at each other. We in the same world. I tag people when I hear something that I like on their podcast. I tag you to say, man, look, listen, that was funny. Yeah. Or that was dope. Like, I didn't tag Chris plenty of times, like, you say the most weirdest shit on your podcast. Like, you get the weirdest facts. You know, I don't mind showing that type of love. Yeah. Just do the same when you know where it's coming from.
Yeah. Right. Like, did you know that centipedes have 100 dicks?
On that note, please follow the podcast pages on Twitter at Views from the 7, on Instagram at Views from the _7, and on Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook, Views from the 7. Follow me on Twitter at Just Call Me Spence. That's JUSCALLSPENC. Fellas, where can they find y'all at?
You can follow me on Twitter at What's My Favorite Word, bitch?
was I thinking the same shit? Oh shit!
These niggas is
I sure was about to do that shit. Lil, what's my favorite word?
Let's go.
Hey, Skinny, we gotta bring a bitch bell, man. Now we need us a bitch bell.
Man, we got to. We got to take a count.
Oh shit.
And we gonna take it, and we not gonna give Little his credit.
Yeah.
Just don't use my visual. We're good.
You can follow me on Twitter at SkinnyJesus7. It's finna change to SkinnyZeus7.
He was serious about that shit.
Yeah, I'm finna be Zeus. On my birthday, I'm Zeus.
It's
Man,
gonna be
follow
like,
me on Twitter at Northtown.
it's gonna be Achilles tomorrow and shit. All right, peace, y'all.
Black man, no cheek.
100,000 for the cheapest ring on the left finger, left bitch.
That was fucking good, man.
That was probably my favorite episode, to be honest.
Yeah,
I ain't even heard it yet. That was probably my favorite one.